are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, you are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to another edition of Sports Live, brought to you by Blue Clouds Media. We are lucky to be streaming live on two platforms at the same time. So wherever you are, be part of our today's live stream. Yes, we got lots of topic to talk about. Those that I haven't seen in a few days is just because of work. And a lot of work and activities going on behind scenes, and also family work. So yeah, we are back again like as usual. Lots of topics to talk about. Potential defensive reinforcement. Chelsea have been linked with another player. Yes, RB Leipzig player. We will talk about him on the show and look into what he's all about. And the price tag, huge price tag, 74.5 million release clause on that player. That's worth it. If you look into the poll right in the comment section, you might find it. Let us know your thoughts on it, if he will spending money on him and that price tag on him. And also Joao Felix future at AC Milan. And also remember, it's a Chelsea player. Yeah, shifting our focus on AC Milan later on. The current situation with Joao Felix at AC Milan, the elevation and then the falling short of Joao Felix. Is it good enough? That's a big question that we're gonna ask on this platform. And also we will talk about youth acquisition. Yes, youth acquisition with Evangelista. I'm sure that's the name. I got it right. Link to Chelsea. Little people are saying here and there. Also, I've seen. Here we go. Sorry, I also saw something from Fabrizio Romano about a few days ago regarding the prospect that player joining Chelsea, which is imminent. Also, we will be talking about Michailo Modric, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Michailo Modric message that he put on Instagram regarding the situation with his future, his career, and also those that he has lost since the Ukrainian invasion. We'll talk about that as the stream goes on. Yes, very, very interesting, topics here. And Thomas Tuchel, last but not the least, we'll talk about Thomas Tuchel also. The united, with the players that helped him or the players that won the 2021 Champions League with Chelsea. There's pictures of them meeting together, having fun, having fun. As we all know, Thomas Tuchel is now the manager of the English national team. So this is a few topics that we will be discussing on the stream today. So be part of it. Do not go anywhere. As we always say, we'll be right back in a second. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to your favorite channel, Blue Clouds Media. My name is Nizion with my co-host, Stephen G. We are here today going through some few Chelsea FC topics and some interesting Premier League topics that we have not even touched bases on. We will be talking about them. Also, Naomi Gemma, Naomi, Chelsea player that the most expensive Chelsea player. Finally, we saw him on the pitch, but left the pitch injury. Also, we will talk about him also. And now also is Chelsea going to make the invincible?
You said him.
We'll talk about hair. Yeah, hair.
Yeah, you him. Said him. That's why I was like, him, what? I just came back in the room and I heard you say, I was like, wait, what?
All right. So yeah, hair. Yeah. I mistakenly said him. Not him, people. Not him. It's hair. All right. Just a mistake over there. All right, telling me to my music over here. Can't find my mouse. I need to change the color of this mouse. Oh Lord. All right, Steve, what's up? What's going on?
Doing good.
Oh, I need to change the color of this mouse.
Bro went on at me ages ago about when you go change the
color. Remember I did change it. I did change it, but since I formatted it, I haven't changed it back again.
Oh wow, that's poor from you, bro.
Yeah, I've seen it now. It's making things difficult for me. I need to change it right now. All right, welcome back, May. You all right?
Good to be back, bro. Good to be back.
Yeah, dodgy Steven.
How am I dodgy?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go into it. But anyway,
I ain't
Chelsea.
Dodgy.
Yeah, you're dodgy. We'll talk about that.
I'm not.
Chelsea linked with another young player from IB Leipzig. Reports are saying that he's injured. Although updates regarding Chelsea interest in RB Leipzig, Castello Lukeba, despite a substantial 74.5 million euro release clause in RB Leipzig's, player right now. Premier League, a lot of Premier League clubs are looking into this player, and Chelsea wants him. Man United wants him. Another club. What would you say? 74 million. Well, should you splash 74 million on a player that is now well proven and is even injured? Would you spend that much money on him?
Injured?
Yeah, he's injured. He's injured, and still people are writing good notes about him. I think a report saying that Lukeba earlier year hamstring injury while causing a temporary setback has not deteriorated ongoing interest from Premier League clubs. So that's what the report is saying. At the moment, he's not.
No, he returned at the end of January.
The end of January, but this report is telling me, although he sustained a hamstring, I think earlier this year, but still,
yeah, he got a hamstring injury in November. He returned in January.
Oh, okay, so not far off. So, yeah, and interest 74.5 million release clause.
Is that in euros or is that in pounds?
I think that's in pounds. Would you spend that much money on a young center back who hasn't proven himself yet in the world stage or in the highest level?
I'd prefer other options, personally. It's nothing to do with has he proven himself, has he not, right?
Yeah.
He's got a good injury history. Yeah.
Mhm.
He got injured twice in 2022-23, but he only missed 3 games between those injuries. He's got injured twice this season, missing 14 games between those, with 11 of those coming with the hamstring injury. So he doesn't have a bad injury history at all. He had an injury 2 seasons ago, missed 3 games. He's had 2 injuries this season, and he's missed 14 games. But the majority of that was from a hamstring injury. So it's not like he's got an awful record like some players that you see. So I'm not concerned on that front. Just I'd prefer us to try and get other players instead, personally.
I mean, I was watching a few clips on him last night, and he looks like what a player with that energy, height, well built. If you look at his physique, you can tell this is a player that's well built for that position. Center back, right?
He's centre back, yeah.
Yeah, center back. I mean, you can
He's
tell
centre back.
by
I think he's 6'1", something like that.
well built. But yeah,
I'd prefer him be taller.
If you are a Chelsea fan, you don't want to hear this, but I'll tell you this. If you had told Bolly what told Bolly said, these guys or these owners believe in what they're doing. They believe in it, and there's no way they're going to stop what they're doing now until the yield. I wouldn't say, I don't want to use the word profit, not yield profit. I don't want to use the word profit.
But this is the difference between him and Clear Lake. This is the thing that we have to quickly, because now you've mentioned profit, we have to quickly point this out. At no point have I seen Bowley mention profit in terms of what they want to do, right? But when Clear Lake have spoken at events, profit. Do you see the difference? Clear Lake, when they speak, there's a lot of profit talk, yeah? Bowley didn't mention profit himself. I think Bowley, it was more of a thing of to try and stop the media talk about a rift. I think it was more to do with that. I think it was more him trying to sort of keep things very hush, like, we don't really need the outside noise. I'm just going to say whatever I need to say to sort of keep things sweet kind of thing. Because if he went, oh yeah, we should do this, we should do that, like what we all want him to say, yeah? Basically, we want to get more experience. Then instantly you get the talks of Todd Bowley disagrees with Chelsea model. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then instantly you get the talk of there's the rift still and all this, right? Yeah. There was one thing that he did say, right? I'm trying to find it now, but essentially,
I think I have.
Here it is. So he says that about the ownership dynamic, the one thing I've learned about the British press is they exaggerate a lot and leave stuff out.
Is that true or not? Is that true?
They do exaggerate. We know.
Let's break it down bit by bit as you go through it. Do they exaggerate? Do you agree with Bolly?
Yeah, the press exaggerate a lot of things. It's not just with Chelsea and our owners. It's a general thing that the British media, the general wider media, not just in Britain, but obviously Chelsea's a British club, so it applies more towards British media. There is a lot of exaggeration. But then he said that I'm not going to comment. We have agreed on a strategy and a way forward. Stuff is getting done, and I don't look in the rearview mirror, right? Okay. So what I'll say is, before I finish saying what I'm going to say, people will think I'm mad, I'm believing PR, but just hear me out, right? So, we've agreed on a strategy and a way forward. Stuff is getting done. That hints towards, and this is what I'm going to go into in a minute, that there could be changes coming, right?
Right.
We've agreed a strategy. We've agreed a way forward. Stuff is getting done. Then you look at some of the stuff that's come out, right? There's been, I'm pretty sure it's from reputable journalists as well, if I'm not mistaken, links to players like Rafael Leao, right? I can't remember the others, but I saw something earlier and it was saying, like, we've got reputable journalists now linking us to players like a Rafael Leao. That instantly says to me, if there's more reputable journalists coming out saying stuff like that, yeah, instantly in my head, I've gone, okay, we might be seeing change now, right?
Yeah.
Because there's been one or two reports. I'm trying to find the person that mentioned about it and what other reports they mentioned. I'm just trying to find it now.
But stick to what we are on right now. In regards to what Bowley said, and then
yeah, no, but it links to that's my point.
We can move on
Because I'm saying it could hint at there's gonna be a change. So the fact that we're hearing more links to players like Rafael Leao, just hybrid his two names, is what I'm saying, which links in with what I'm saying about the change.
I do that a lot, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I mentioned Enzo, and I remember me over here mentioning was it Enzo Fernandez and Marasca Fernandez or something like that. So yeah, I get it.
Where was it? I'm trying to find it now.
Come.
Oh yeah, there's reports about this guy's just extended at AC Milan or about to extend, but the report was essentially that he could still leave in the summer if AC Milan don't get Champions League football, and that's that Tijani Reinders or whatever his name is, right? I'm pretty sure he's a more experienced player as well. Where is it? Although I can't see.
We're also looking for it.
He'll turn 27 in some of that Reinders or whatever his name is. And I feel like I'm only just hearing about him now in the last few weeks in general. And he's 27. So if Chelsea are actually linked to him, which it was by a reputable journalist, maybe we really are starting to get a change in strategy, Nee. Maybe, just maybe, we have a bit of hope for change at this club. After how many years? 3 years?
About 3 years. 2.5, 3 years right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously that was, like I said, there's been links to Leao as well.
Very, very interesting. Guys, if you're joining us live, we're discussing some few transfer, just like you see behind me, or the title will tell you what we are talking about here. Lukeba is another German player that has been linked heavily with Chelsea, and people are rating him very highly. Chelsea have shown some interest in him, and other Premier League clubs like the likes of Manchester United and others have shown interest in the centre-back player. But do Chelsea need another youngster compared to what we have? We need experience to beef up with what we have already, which Stephen and I are discussing it. But there is a release clause on him, a release clause of 74.5 million pounds, a release clause on the RB Leipzig contract at this moment. He suffered an hamstring earlier on, but we apparently record is saying that he has returned January and he is playing, and people are showing so much interest in him. And also we are trying to relate to what Todd Bowley said, and we're trying to see differences between two owners, or the owners, and what this guy thinks and what that guy think. We got to profit and whatever making up from the football club. And you can see Todd Bowley's statement and whatever he said. He says the fans are entitled to whatever they did, but then it's just the fans. They have a self-belief in what they want to do, and they think it's going to be very successful. It's not just about profit making, but they want it to be successful. If you look at the trend, I've said this. Do what again?
So my thing is, part of the reason why what they're doing is wrong is, if you want to get young players, that's okay. But as we keep emphasizing, mix it with experience. As I've just touched on, based on reports we're getting now from reputable journalists, not just randoms, because you guys know me, I only look at reliable. We are starting to get links to more experienced players, right? If they did this from, say, the summer that's just gone, Yeah.
Yeah.
Or January that was 12 months ago. So not January just gone, the one before. Yeah. Last season. Yeah.
Yeah.
They went for more experience then. Yeah. You can have your young players still, but you mix it with experience. Then you might win some trophies. You might have got Champions League football if you invested in experience during last season in January. You bring in experience, you push for Champions League, you might get that, right? So what my whole point is, like, yes, the young players we bought in the last couple of seasons are getting experience now. That's obviously what's happening, right? But if you'd bought players already with that experience, you already get Champions League football. You can compete for bigger trophies. You can potentially compete for titles. I mean, look at how Liverpool have turned it around because they already kept the experience, right?
Yeah.
Of Salah, for example. Yeah. New manager. I didn't have them first. I had them like second or third. Yeah. They've come
Liverpool.
in flying. If Chelsea had experience, yeah, Chelsea could be right where Liverpool are right now. I'm not saying we would, but it's more of a possibility than if we just signed the kids that we've signed instead of getting experience. You blend it, you fight for trophies, you get the trophies, you win them, which means you get success. Success equals profit. This is what I keep saying. You keep going wrong. You bring the experience to guide the young players to win trophies, to bring success. Success brings profit. Oh, look, you've got the money you want, Clear Lake. You've got your profit. It's not difficult.
I agree. Success bring profit based on what Stevie just said, which I do agree. I've said that also a couple of times on here that I said if like I said many times, this football club is being run on hedge funds, people's money. And if they bring the money in, they want success. They want profit. It's all part of it. That's why they're investing into the football club, that they believe and hope that it works. Bringing the young players that is spend maybe 50 million on in the future, win trophies 3-4 years time. They could be around maybe 22. They could be around 25. After winning 2, 3, 5 trophies, it will take them a season or 2 seasons to develop, to get better, to get experience. And after winning for trophies, 25, maybe 26, 27, they can sell them. They still have young players back up already, like Brighton are doing right now. It went down a little bit for Brighton. I'm not comparing these two. The only difference between Brighton and Chelsea is Brighton don't have the amount of credit. I wouldn't say credit, maybe the trophies that Chelsea have. But Chelsea,
they don't have the success that Chelsea have had.
Yeah, the success that Chelsea had, because Chelsea went their business in the beginning in a different way. But now, you can't go about it the way Chelsea did it in the early 2000s. It's not possible to do that. And I've said this. What is this sustainability? Profit and sustainability. Because I don't see any sustainability here. There's no sustainability. You can't sustain with the way Premier League have shaped itself. You cannot sustain with it. Gives you the chance to sell young players. The way they've strategized things, you can't sustain without selling young players. If you can sustain, Newcastle United will not be thinking of selling Alexander Isak in the summer to be able to sustain, to be able to make money and bring young players in, to bring in other players in to fill that gap. Isak has to go in the summer.
Not necessarily. The Isak stuff is more about if they don't get Champions League, then the player would want to leave to get Champions League. That's more what that's about.
Well, if they don't get Champions League, Steven, how can they bring in more experience, also good players that they have to spend almost 50, 60 million on?
No. What I'm saying is, it's not that they're looking to sell Isak. It's more that if they don't get Champions League football, their hand is kind of forced into doing it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do. Look at Manchester United. United,
for lack of better terms, and to say it in a way that we don't get in trouble with YouTube because it's self-censoring. Yeah. United, in terms of PSR and FFP, are effed. I've said this for like a year now. and people didn't believe me. And then you get people like Ornstein and credible journalists saying United are struggling with being close to PSR line and like financial fair play, right? I've been saying this for ages. It was obvious.
And I'm saying, look, now United have to sell young players to be able to sustain themselves in the Premier League. So how is this profit and sustainability thing that the Premier League have introduced helpful for the Premier League clubs? Things has to change. It has to change. But anyway,
me, right? Just quickly, the last thing I want to say on this. You know me. We were speaking about this, I think, last week or the week before, and I ranted about it, about how it's all well and good having these rules of profit and sustainability and FFP and all that, yeah? The issue is, since they came in about 12 years ago, the transfer market has had a natural increase in terms of what you are spending on players, but the allowable loss across a 3-year period, obviously it's a cycling 3-year period, so this season would be, after this season, the 3 years back would get knocked off, and then next season's replace that, right? I probably haven't explained that as well as I probably could, but I think people get the rough idea, right? So at the moment, it's 2024-25 season, 2023-24, and 2022-23. After this season, 22-23 will drop off and be replaced by 2025-26, right? And in that period, you're allowed an allowable loss, as they call it, of 105 million across those 3 years total. So essentially, on average, an allowable loss of 35 million per year. That's not how it works. I'm doing it as, obviously the total is 105, but if you want to average it out, you have to do 105 divided by 3. You're doing no more than 35 million allowed loss per year on average, right? But because of the fluctuation, because of the natural increase in the transfer market, and I know you've clipped up this short of me explaining it from the other week, because I saw that. You have the natural increase in transfer market values because you're 12 years down the line, from when these rules came in. But the allowable loss is 105 million 12 years ago, and it's 105 million now. So I'm allowed to spend more, but my allowable loss is the same. It just doesn't match up. There should be an increase on the allowable loss. I think it was The Athletic done an article. I think I sent it to you the other week as well. They had one of the football finance guys, I think it was Kieran Maguire. And he said, when you look at it, the allowable loss when it came in was 105 million. But when you look at all the factors, for it to be fair, for what it should be, and this was from about 12 months ago, this article, for the allowable loss and stuff to be fair, I think he said it would have to be about 220 million now for it to be fair because of the increases and the other factors. I think that was the amount it said. I'll have to try and find it again, but it was 200 odd million, he said, would be a fair amount for now compared to the fact that they've kept it at 105 million when it should be increasing as a transfer market increases.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Guys, having pay attention to the comments as they keep coming in. Nehemiah, big up to you, Nehemiah, and JC. All right. It's enough. Okay, JC, thank you very much for being here, guys. Nehemiah messaged earlier on, I think he's been here for a while. It says the need Felix is not good enough, according to him. We'll talk about Felix. Maybe, Felix divides a lot of opinion. If you talk about Felix, I don't care for people who say maybe you don't like him, or maybe the manager doesn't like him, but there's something within the player. That is why at age 16 he left Portuguese league.
I don't think he was 16 when he left.
Wasn't it 16?
No, I think he was older. I'm gonna try and find it
I
now.
think he left. He left very, very young. He left to
Yeah, he left
Atletico
young.
Madrid young.
He
Yeah,
left-
I think around 17 for over 150 million is what Atletico Madrid spent on him.
He
Joao
was
Felix,
19. He was 19.
19. Okay.
113 million
150
pound.
How much was it?
113 million British pound, which is about
113.
124 million euros.
So that's a lot of money. He left to Atletico Madrid, and we saw the problem. People say, okay, because the style of in the style of Diego Simeone, it's the problem. So he left Atletico Madrid to Barcelona. He was, let's just like you're gonna see from Joao Felix. He was up and down. He was shining a little bit, and after that game, he goes down a couple games, then he comes back and then lights the stadium a bit with one stunning goal, and then he's going down. The inconsistency in Joao Felix is so high to the extent that I don't know why. Okay, Felix at Chelsea, he did bits. Then he got suspended, red card, and he I think he was gone for 3 games. He came back and he was good under
Got
Mauricio
suspended
Pochettino.
on his debut.
Yeah, and a lot of people want to see Joao Felix back. And the second time, I wanted to see him back. Some people say Felix was would I say was a luxury signing, an opportunity for Chelsea to sign him. Well, Felix came. The current manager, Enzo Maresca, doesn't like to use him. Why? The problem is maybe the work rate on training ground is not good enough for managers. We saw Joao Felix, he went to he's been loaned to AC Milan. Same peculiar problem. Top journalists say Joao Felix is I don't want to use the word. He's a handsome guy, but laziness is all written all over him. A very, very lazy player. So that sums it
You
all.
know what I'd also add to it? To put it in a broader perspective, yeah? He went to Atletico Madrid at the age of 19 for about 113 million, yeah?
Yeah.
Since then, he's had 1 loan to Chelsea, yeah? He had a loan move to Barcelona, yeah? He's got sold to Chelsea. 6 months later, he's got moved to AC Milan. I don't doubt that there is some talent in there, yeah? That's why he got the big money move at such a young age to Atletico Madrid. I have no doubt about it, yeah? And we see flashes of it every now and then, right? The issue is, why does he keep bouncing between all these clubs? There has to be a deeper issue. It can't always be the club. It can't always be the manager, right? There's no way that he's had like 3-4 managers and there's always issues. Surely it can't be the club and the managers because there's one common denominator. And look, I don't want to bash Joao Felix, yeah, because end of the day, he's a Chelsea player. I didn't want us to sign him, but I want him to do well.
In his movement. It's an episode in his movement. Go ahead, Steven.
Right, yeah. I want him to do well. He's a Chelsea player. I didn't want us to sign him, but you're a Chelsea player. I want you to perform well. I want you to do well for my club, right? As a Chelsea fan, that's what I want. The reality is there's a theme of he's constantly moving. He's not found one place where he's settled.
Right.
And that, for me, is something that needs to be looked into. Why is he always on the move, on loans, and obviously came to Chelsea on a permanent and then got loaned out 6 months later? Why does this keep happening? Is there some deeper issue with him? Is there somehow issues with every club he's gone to? Is it the countries he's playing in? Like, I can't understand it. It makes no sense. Because we know he's talented. We just don't see it consistently enough.
All right, so JC, thank you very much, JC. Guys, don't forget to like, to subscribe to the channel. The best way you can help and support this channel out is just by liking it and subscribing. So yes, smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Absolutely. JC said another hamstring client over there. Excuse me. Mendes. Who is Mendes? Who is it Jorge Mendes?
I'm presuming.
Jorge Mendes or here Mendes, whatever it is. I think that was the ex Cristiano Ronaldo's you know, what's his name again? Agent, right? That was his agent. Agent, yeah. Another hamstring client. That's from JC. Thank you very much, JC. I hope you are keeping very, very well. Everyone is doing very well. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo Zoo. We still have a lot more to. We're talking right now. We're discussing Joao Felix's future at AC Milan at this moment. Also, future as it is, but he is a bona fide property of Chelsea. So, shifting our focus on AC Milan, Joao Felix at this moment. Not Joao Felix, Chelsea, AC Milan. Felix. The current sentiment suggests they are unlikely to pursue a permanent transfer for Joao Felix internally. So that's what the reports are saying. So they will evaluate the situation, having fallen short of expectations, and the financial implications estimate up to 40 to 45 million. Okay, so I don't know. It doesn't look like they might end up signing Joao Felix at the end of the window. So it will come back to Chelsea again. What do Chelsea do with Felix? It's up to Chelsea to determine what they want to do with Joao Felix, because I don't see him playing for Enzo Maresca unless almost everyone is down. Almost everyone is down, because he has made it clear that he can play with two number 10s, and we believe he can. But I'm seeing other way that Enzo Maresca, for all that we see and think, he doesn't rate Joao Felix. That's how I say it. He doesn't rate him. Maybe his work rate during training he doesn't feel like this is the guy that is capable in playing in this league. But look at what Aston Villa have done with the likes of experienced players, as we keep talking about young players and experienced players. Villa have done a very, very good job with the likes of Marco Asensio and Marcus Rashford. Rashford, I heard that he wants to make his move permanent at Villa right now. I think it's a good idea. He need a change, as he said earlier on to Amorim. He need a change. A change means he has to leave the football club. Either he goes to PSG, but I feel like he will stay in England. He likes England, and Villa, if it's comfortable scoring goals and being happy, okay, with the Villa players, I think he will stay. He will stay, just like it's been reported. He wants to make his move permanent. Steve, any more on Felix?
No, I've said all I'm gonna say on Felix.
All right, so guys, if you're watching this live or we're discussing Joao Felix, let us know where exactly you are watching us from and what's the poll right now. Let me see what we have on the poll. I know there's been some few people that have put down their point of view on it. I was asking if Castello Lukeba worth 75 million pounds for Chelsea, and for what we have now is just 50% says undecided, and 0% say yes, and 50% say no. So let's keep it coming. 6 votes right now. Maybe you guys can vote more. Let's see where I'm sure it's going to end up undecided, but I feel like, to me, my point of view is no. 74 million for I don't know his age. Steven, what's his age again? What's his age?
Joao Felix?
No, not Felix. The player from RB Leipzig.
Oh, Lukeba, he's 22.
Lukeba, 22 years old, for a fee of 74 million. That's too much money. That's too much
22.
money.
Only just turned 22 in December as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's 22, about to be 23. He's literally only just turned 22 a couple months ago.
I saw some reports earlier on social media regarding Manchester United creating various religious, religious rooms for Muslims, Christians to go in there and pray. I saw, it's a little room being created for the Muslims to go in there and be able to pray. Have you seen anything like that, Stephen?
Say that again?
Have you seen United creating rooms for religious, different religion to be able to go there and be together and pray and that kind of stuff in Manchester United?
Have they?
Yeah, I saw something online like that. Anyway,
I'm
Absolutely.
surprised you didn't come to us with more news of Man United making more cuts.
Manchester United, Ayubu Wikasa. Big up to you, my friend. I hope you are doing very, very well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. He says, which number does he play? Are you talking about position? Number varies. You know, it really changes. Numbers doesn't really work. It's the position. He's a center back. He's a center back, and the reporter saying 74.5 million release clause is on him. That release clause is what makes it different. It's what makes it different. But I don't think he can go for 74 million. He's not a Premier League player. No, man. RB Leipzig. But anyway, yeah. Thank you very much for your question. He's a center back. The number doesn't really matter that much. He can be a center back and he will be wearing maybe 72 or 81. Who knows? Leighton CMC, big up to you, my man. I hope you're doing very well. He said, big up to the legends. The sporting directors are starting to worry if another protest comes, but don't get excited because they still have young players. But Igbali, the man himself, is starting to think that we might need an experienced center back, according to his sources. Thank you very much, Leighton CFC. Thank you, guys. You can follow Leighton CFC on X platform. Thank you all for joining us here on the show. And we're still on. We got a few more to go through as we are live here.
Because you mentioned Man United, yeah.
Yeah. What about United?
This has just come out in the last couple of days. I've only just seen it now. It came out late last night.
Yeah.
United are planning for playing in the Europa League for the next 4 years rather than playing in the Champions League.
Who reported that?
The Telegraph have reported it.
There's a lot of substance in it. The Telegraph, I take my news from there. Strong source. The strong source from the Telegraph. And United are planning to play for Europa League for the next 4 years.
Some United? Chelsea fan, they're one of the ones that have a YouTube account, yeah? I think they summed it up quite perfectly. They said, like, bear in mind, my view before I get on to what they said is, obviously, we need to change, yeah, within the model and stuff, yeah? But what they put in response to this bit of news about Man United kind of sums it up perfectly. They said, Clear Lake may have many flaws, but Ineos are comfortably worse. I don't think you can argue with it. They're cutting everything, Man United. Like, every little thing's getting cut. And Man United make a lot more money than Chelsea do in terms of, you look at stuff like season tickets, you look at stuff like the capacity of the stadium allowing them to get more.
They have sponsorship. They have sponsorship.
Yeah, like so many factors mean that Man United's income is higher than Chelsea for multiple different reasons. Yeah, and they're still making these cuts.
Remember, I sat here on this chair and someone got upset because I said, I'm happy that even if these managers and these owners are not spending the money on these expensive, experienced players, but at least they're splashing money on players. I said two things. If they're not splashing the money, my problem is they're not splashing the money right in the right way we wanted them, but they are still splashing money. The other football clubs that don't even splash the money. But now look at Mr. Jim Ratcliffe, the most stingiest British billionaire I've ever had, ever in my life. This guy is cutting down everything, the toilet papers, napkins, the food. No, I was told that everyone has to pay for his own food besides the players. The players alone are the only people in Manchester United that get free meal. Besides that, everyone in Manchester United have to pay for his own meal. They're cutting down the employees' numbers. They're cutting down numbers. Money has been taken away for these legends and some kind of a money that has been given to Alex Ferguson and all that. Money's been taken away. Toilet paper has been reduced. If they have 10 toilet papers in the bathroom, it's been reduced to 5. If they have 10,000 gallons of latest running through United in a month, now they cut down to 5. They They've got meters on the waters and everywhere in the stadium. They have
If I was
rats
Man
and
United,
mice.
I'd have measures about water as well because it leaks into the stadium, leaks everywhere.
That's unacceptable because it could be something we call cross contamination. If you have water leaking, people walking in it when they walk
you've
in
got
the
that,
water,
and then you've got the story about the rats and the mice as well.
mice
Then
infestation,
you've got the story about the food hygiene rating being, I think it was 2.
unhygienic.
Yeah. But it's hilarious. Neat. I saw a
It is.
video, yeah, and it's someone from America, and like she's been over doing content in England, yeah. And she done a challenge, like seeing if she could go to all the Premier League stadiums in 24 hours, yeah.
We've spoke about this before.
She's
I
a
remember.
Man City fan, yeah. This video only came out a day or 2 ago. She's a Man City fan, and she had to do a challenge at every single one. The thing is, I'm only saying this because we're talking about leaks of Man United, yeah. Her challenge at Old Trafford was to say one nice thing about Man United. Do you know what the nice thing was? She said, basically, her nice thing was at least they give free showers to the homeless. She's talking about the roof and stuff leaking.
Oh, so that's the shower to the homeless.
Yeah,
because it's
it's
leaking.
on about the roof leaking and stuff.
All right, oh my goodness, this is funny. Interesting. This is very funny. At least this is funny. All right, so we next we'll be talking about youth accusation. Yes, we'll be talking about youth accusation. Another player, young player that has been linked. I'm sure it's a done deal right now. Evangelista, or I'm sure that's the name, Evangelista to Chelsea. That will be next one we will be discussing on the show today. Big up to you, DJ Sap. Big up to the man, like they call him DJ Sap in the building. Big up to you, DJ. It's been a while since. A big up Nia and Steven. Big up to the big up to everyone in the comment section below. So yeah, like I said, we will be discussing another young player heavily linked to join Chelsea. Stay with us. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Report as saying that it's now confirmed that we can confirm that Chelsea has reached an agreement to acquire the 17-year-old fullback. I think it goes with the name Dena Evangelista from Corinthians. The deal valued at 10 million euros plus 4 million on add-ons and covered taxes. We're gonna get into it. We'll see whether Evangelistic will join Chelsea in the 2026. I think his contract will stay in there till 2032, and whether he will join Chelsea in 2026. So time will tell. I want to know what Steven will have to say on this transfer. Steven G, another young talented player from Corinthians. What's your take on this player?
Yeah, I can't say I've watched him. All I know is he's a defender. And yeah, if it does go through, then he can't join Chelsea until next summer, so 2026. I think he's a left back. Yeah, left back.
Yeah, he's a left back.
17 years old. And yeah, apparently he only joined them in the summer, apparently, from what I'm reading. I don't know if he came through their academy or what. Oh, he might have come through their academy, so that might be why this website has it as the summer, because they're doing it for the first team, I presume. But yeah, he's a left back. I don't know why it says he joined in the summer. I'm presuming he's come through the academy. But what is happening there? I hate websites. Is that from your end or is that my end?
Was it music?
Yeah, so I closed the ad, and the ad kept playing despite me closing it. Okay. So I've closed the tab now. But it's a website I always use, and I've never had that issue on any of our streams.
Oh, I couldn't hear it anyway, but I could hear what I was playing in the studio. But anyway.
Oh, it might have been you then. Yeah,
it's me. Because if you're hearing this, that was me. It was very low.
No, it might have been on my end, and it might have just been my laptop bugging out.
Okay, so this is what was playing. But anyway, I hear myself.
By the way, Aston Villa had just gone 1-0 up against Club Brugge.
Club Brugge.
Mhm.
Villa. We'll talk about Villa later. If they can win it or not. So,
Not winning the Champions League, if that's what you're thinking.
I'm not thinking. It's a topic to discuss whether they can. I'm not saying they will win it.
Nah,
If they
it'd
win
be
it,
Real
it's good.
Madrid
It
again,
help.
probably.
If they win it, it's good for English football. But I wish they win it because that's a football that I watch a lot. So if English team wins it, I love it. Although I'm not English, but I love. Look, if to be honest with you, the only team that I won't be happy if they win it will be Arsenal. But if
Arsenal
any
aren't
other
gonna win it anyway, so it's not a problem.
English team goes there and perform and wins it, I'm happy for it because the talk. If Arsenal wins it, they'll still have a little bit of mouth to talk about international trophies between Chelsea. The only thing that creates a big gap between Chelsea and Arsenal at this moment is Champions League trophy or European glory.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, even if Arsenal win one, they're not gonna win it this year. Let's face facts, they're not winning it this year. If they beat PSV, they have to play Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. Yeah, they're not getting past them. It's not happening.
Madrid, man, they are doing. Diego Simeone has
Now,
built
you know
a team
the
that they
last
have
5 times, including finals, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's every time ever. So I think Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid have played each other 5 times in Europe, yeah, including finals. Real Madrid have won every single one. So Atletico Madrid's chances are slim based on the historics of it.
All right, Leighton CFC. Big up to Leighton CFC. In the building, DJ Sub in the building. Leighton CFC said, remember, guys, the Man United love the Arsenal 2021 project, and they will not be signing proven players, only potential. DJ Sub said, yep, another new kit on the block will be sold for profit. Then we have Rally. Rally, big up to you, Rally. What happened to you, Rally, the other day? I don't know if you had an emergency call or something, never heard back again, and forgot to reach out and find out what was going on with you. But I hope you're doing very well, Rally. We've done almost about an hour. Forgot to even drop the link there. Oh Lord, guys, forgive me. Sometimes when you go away for a little bit, you get a little bit stream rusty. You understand that, right? Stream rusty. Yep. The rustiness of you moving things around and playing certain jingles and when because you've been out for a few days, then you forget everything. When I started, I was a little bit rusty here. It's like, what am I doing? Anyway, it's all part of it. But thank you guys very much for joining us here. Very, very important. If you're new, you know what to do. Always like and subscribe. As usual, like and subscribe for it. Let's go. Subscribe. And smash that like button.
Smash the like button.
Exactly. Do that. And that helps the channel and help the channel and take us to where we have to be. I've just sent you a DM. Okay, sorry, I'll look at it. All right. Also, the link, I've shared the link there. Anyone there, don't forget to get in the poll. And let's see. I think we have more. We have the undecided and the no are competing 40% percent at this moment, and yes, only 20% for the yes. So yeah, it's getting somewhere. And we got 10 votes. Interesting. 10 votes. How many likes? How many likes do we have on it, Steven? 10 votes. We should have 10 likes then or more. I know some people vote and they forget to like the video. The most important thing, they forget to do that. The most important one. But it's human nature, and I do understand. So yeah, we've talked about youth accusation, Evangelista, another young player, I think a left fullback who will join Chelsea. Let's see, I think in 2026 he might join Chelsea. But the fee, if you look at these young players, GJ, the fee is just literally 10 million. It's not super expensive, so it shouldn't be that much. It shouldn't be that much of a money for us to worry about. If it was like 30 million something, then we can worry about it. We can worry much about it. Here we are. We have Tyler in here.
Smash that like button.
Big up to Tyler.
Big up you guys. Happy Stroke Tuesday, Stephen.
And we have DJ also in the studio. Big up to DJ. Big up to DJ. Big up to DJ. We have the party over here. Look, we're having the party.
Yeah, happy Stroke Tuesday, everyone. Happy Stroke Tuesday, Stephen.
Oh.
Me's having a party, one sec.
All right, people, we got DJ in the building. I've been gone for a few days. We got Tyler over here also. Yeah, he's got some few news for him for the women's football. And then we have Steven also in the studio and the man himself, Nee Zion, in the building. We got a lot to go through. We've gone through Jacques Felix. We've gone through. I want to hear what Steven have to say with this, countryman Jacques Felix, and what Steven also, what DJ would like to say about the potential defensive reinforcement with the IB Leipzig, Castello Lukeba also being linked with Chelsea by a release clause of 74.5 million is being tagged on him. Will Chelsea do it? I hear from O'Reilly. What do you have for us first?
Well. Dropping 2 points against Brighton on Sunday. We're looking to put that behind us tomorrow. We host Leicester tomorrow at Kingsmeadow Live on Sky. Kickoff at 7:30. Naomi Goma looked a little bit painful on Sunday, making her Chelsea debut on Sunday. We're hoping to have more from Sonia Bompast ahead of tomorrow's game, but I don't think we've had the press conference today. So tomorrow, we own Leicester. We're going to get revenge on them. Remember how they took in the 1-1 draw against us on 15th of December?
Yeah.
We are getting revenge tomorrow, people.
Can I ask you? I'm going to ask you a few questions, in regards to Naomi Gema. She was injured. Finally, she got a chance to play for Chelsea the very first time. Would you say that Bompasta went for a back three to help Gema out to understand to ease him out to understand the English game? Would you say that's the main reason why they went for a back three?
Yeah, I think if we look at it, the back three needed someone like Gema there, but going 2-1 down at the break, we needed someone else to replace Gema just in case she was injured. So I think playing back three was good, but I think it was just the wrong game to implement that.
I understand. So it makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much, Morelli. Steven, you watched the game. What's your thoughts on it before we go to DJ?
Yeah, I think Riley very much agree that the first half we were just so sloppy and it was very much unlike us, but the way that I saw it was watching that, I messaged some of my friends and I said to them, I don't know what it is with Chelsea, whether it's the men or the women. Whenever we come off an international break, there's always a struggle. But the other thing I said to them was looking at Leicester tomorrow, I said, it would be funny if we managed to go the whole season unbeaten with our only points dropped being against Leicester and what's it called? My brain's just gone. Brighton, that's one. It's because I hate the Seagulls. I hate Brighton. I actually hate them. But yeah, it would be funny if we managed to only draw 2 games all season and then win the rest and only drop points being Leicester and Brighton. Because then for all that anyone can say is like, okay, cool, but if you're Arsenal, you're Man City, like any of the big WSL clubs, it's like you actually underperformed against us compared to some of the other teams, and it'd just be fun to banter everyone, to be honest. And also the fact that they'll just cry about how much we've spent again. Fine by me. How about your club spend and invest to improve the women's game instead of let's talk about scrapping relegation? Because that's a terrible idea.
Oh, we can come on to that discussion. I know people, we're going to go tangent here, But there's been a big discussion over this past week that the WSL could scrap relegation instead of, expanding the teams alone. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? Do let us know live in the comments below. Stephen, we'll come to you first.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
so,
gonna make this quick before we get on to the other topic. So one thing I'll say is, like, WSL have tried this before and it didn't work. If you want it to be competitive, you keep relegation, because otherwise the teams from the second division and that are going to just be like, well, what's the point? Like, why should we even bother? Because if we can't get into the top division, then there's no point us even investing. You want the women's game to be stronger. You want it to grow, but you scrap relegation. And then I think there was talk of gradually one team comes in every season for about 4 seasons until we get up to 16 teams in the WSL side. But then it's just pointless, because anyone who's not those 16 teams is like, you want to improve the women's game, you want to strengthen it, but you're locking off the top division. We're not going to invest. And then what's going to happen? The women's game from second division's going to die out, essentially, because clubs won't be bothered about it.
Yeah. So all I've got to say is keep the relegation, but keep relegation, expand the teams. Keep it 1 in, 2 out.
Yeah, keep relegation, expand the teams. I don't think that not going for relegation, taking relegations out of the league is really going to help at all. It won't. It won't. But thank you very much, guys.
To the point of expanding, they could still do the expansion up to 16 teams, doing it one by one every season for 4 seasons. Just keep the relegation aspect of it. And then once you get 16 teams, have 2 go down. Problem solved.
Exactly. Big up to all our news followers and then listeners today. Big up to Modern Ed fan. Big up to you. Big up to you. Nice to see you here on the show again. JC in the building. JC said, when is our next game and who are we playing? Are you talking about the
Thursday,
women or the
Copenhagen
men?
for the men.
For the
tomorrow
men.
Against Leicester for the women.
Yeah, the men plays on Thursday against Copenhagen and Leicester. Women play Leicester, right? Tomorrow.
Women and Leicester tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. UK kickoff. And then the men are 5:45 kickoff on Thursday against Copenhagen. Yeah. I think we're going to try and get a stream done before kickoff of the men's game, right, Nee?
Yeah, definitely.
So it'll be an early stream on Thursday ahead of that kickoff. So we'll let you know when we're going to bounce for the kickoff on that one, so you don't need to worry.
Right. All right. Lukeba says, Lukeba strike or what number? I'm not so sure what exactly mean. He's not a striker. If you're wondering what position he plays, he's a center back. Lukeba is a center back. Thank you very much for asking the question. I hope the answer I gave you it's right. Let me know if that's what you're asking for. But DJ, let's go to DJ. Honorable DJ, the mayor of Stamford Bridge, Orlando. Mayor of Stamford Bridge, Orlando. Welcome back, DJ.
Big up, man. Big up to everyone. Happy Shrub Tuesday to everyone
right,
that's watching. Yeah, I'm good, Nee. I'm good. Just recovering from cold now. I'm fully better now, which I'm happy to say. My daughter's been unfortunately brought it home for half-term week. I'm just recovering from it now, so I'm back to normal now, which I'm happy to say. Just got the slight, when the cold is finishing, you got the last minute bits of it. That's what mine is basically at the moment. But yeah, all good otherwise. Yeah, listen, first of all, on the ladies team, look, obviously big up to
Raleigh.
Big up to Lauren James, first of all, for getting that equaliser that day in that game. And the reason why I don't hate Brighton so much in what he said, I don't like what we've gone and done, but obviously because Fran Kirby is there, so I don't really hate Brighton because of that reason, because she's there playing for them. So I can't hate on Brighton on that reason.
I hate them as a club. I don't hate the women's team. I hate them as a club.
Yeah, bruv. That I was going to say. I wonder why. I was asking. I wonder why we hate them as a club, bruv. Yeah, but no. No, let's not go there, bruv. Let's not go there. 250 million says enough. But now, listen. Yeah. So first of all, big up to the ladies team. Obviously, gutted we got a draw. It worries me because they go through this situation, don't they? The ladies team where they play so well for the whole season, then all of a sudden they have this situation where they start They start drawing games on
It's
the.
always March, you know. It's always March. It's like we're cursed.
It does. It's one of those things, bro. It happened under Emma Hayes. It's now happening under. It's now happening under Bumpista as well. So it's one of those scenarios, man. Yeah, it's a ladies' thing, but they always pull out of it though. Every time they pull out of it. So I've got every confidence that they'll go all season unbeaten and we'll still win the league no matter what.
DJ.
Yeah.
About that, we're facing City 4 times in a row this March.
Oh, do you know what? Don't get me wrong. I get Man City a good one, but do you know what? I'm so actually confident. I think confident we'll do Man City, man, because the ladies team, they're just listen. Compared to the men's team, yeah, man, they are just a team that are just a machine under Bombasta, yeah, because she got to she knows how to make them to play the game. It's whereas the men's team struggle. Where she knows what it's like to win, and she gets
you
that
see it as well. Just to add on to it, right?
Yeah.
Look at how they came out after half time. Yeah, they struggled in the first half. Then instantly, you had the sub at half time. I'm not gonna try and pronounce her name. Yeah.
Yeah,
the midfielder comes on, has a strike within about 30 seconds that won us a corner. And from that point, you can kind of see where it was going. Like, if anyone was going to win it, it did feel more like us towards the end. But it didn't happen, yeah. But bottom line, I think we had about 6 injuries in that game. But I did see pictures of Neem Charles in training, so hopefully she's back. So at least one might be back.
Oh, yes, and Sam Kerr, we've seen in the pictures as well earlier today as well.
Yes.
We've seen Sam Kerr back in training.
She's been in training for a couple of weeks with the team now, I think, right?
Yeah, she's been around in amongst them, isn't she? She's been in amongst them, isn't she? I think she was thinking, wasn't she training aside from the first team for the first? She was actually away from the team for a little while, wasn't she?
I think she went on the little trip they did and trained away, but I think almost immediately after Portugal. They came back, she's been with the group, I think.
Yeah, they went to Portugal, didn't they?
Yeah, they went to Portugal, but for Sam Kerr, more an issue with the court case. Everybody's been talking has been talking about the verdict once it went in, and for Sam, she should have destroyed her reputation. She needs to learn that behavior is unacceptable. If it was the other way around, that would totally be game over for her career. Gotta be honest with you. Discrimination should not happen anywhere, anytime, any place.
I'd also say it's a circumstance thing, right? In the sense that... So, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, right? I think, to be honest, it was a heat of the moment thing. She probably felt like
the video,
listening because...
you like the video that went out on it? That was posted on Next.
I'm not excusing what she said. Don't get me wrong.
I saw that. Yeah.
But I think, if I remember rightly, for about 2 decades where she grew up, there was like a serial killer or something. And it was rumored to be a taxi driver for like 2 decades. So if you've grown up around that and then a taxi driver swerves off of the route, you'd probably be like pretty... how can I put this without getting in trouble? You'd probably be bricking it, basically. And then if you feel like you're not getting listened, you're going to say certain choice words that you probably otherwise wouldn't say. I'm not excusing what she said.
Well,
but at the same time, the other thing I will say is you've got a man in his 30s, as they call him in the papers, who's done something much more serious, allegedly, even though we know that it's happened, that plays Premier League football for a London club, but can't be named for some sort of reasons, People who do that sort of crime can't be named, but you do what she does. Oh, yeah, you get named. How about it's one rule for all? Whether you're alleged to do what man in his 30s, I know who he is. We all know who he is. But I'm going to keep doing it because let's just make a point of it. He's a man in his 30s, whereas the Sam Kerr one, it's Chelsea women's footballer Sam Kerr. What he done was worse. He can't get named for whatever BS reason, What she done still was bad, but she can get named. If anything, the one that did the more serious crime should be the one that gets named.
Agreed.
Protecting people who do vile crimes is a disgrace.
Exactly. I mean, unfortunately, we're talking about some gay individual. It has to be based on the women's team and women's performance over the weekend as it drew 2-2 So we'll hear more from DJ regarding that. But big up to you, Steven. Steven said another day, another kid. Cloud Lake out. Trust the process. And when Steven said this, I always protest. Sorry, trust the process. According to him, that's what. Anytime he says that, I thought he says trust the process. But and DJ, let's talk about your
protest. Yeah, whilst I remember. One of my friends has been trying to set one up for Tottenham game, but none of the big accounts are sharing it. It's like they got the result against Southampton, and then the big accounts are just ignoring any potential future one. But if you want to make your voice heard, do it again against Tottenham. I said it before. I'll say it again. We need to keep doing them until there's change. There seems hints of change based on what we're linked with now, but we shouldn't stop at this. We have to keep pushing it. And if these big accounts suddenly want to back off because we got a result against Southampton, well, guess what? You can, excuse the language for a second, you can pee right off, basically. Yeah? Because if you're stopping because we got a result against Southampton and you're not pressing a future protest, yeah? One of my friends is trying to organise it. None of them are biting on it, even though he's atted every single one of the big accounts. Like PYS, like George Benson, like all those guys, yeah? And it doesn't seem like any of them have shared it or mentioned it, yeah?
Because they don't. Let me tell you the reason.
Game, yeah?
They don't have balls.
More momentum.
They don't have the table tennis balls.
Point is, I get what you're saying. They don't have the balls, yeah? But they shared it for the last one. This is where I have the issue. They eventually shared it for the last one. You should be sharing it now when we're 3-4 weeks out from that game because there's an international break in that time as well, yeah? Because then it gets even more momentum. So then when that Tottenham game happens, yeah, what happens? You get a bigger crowd, yeah, making their voice heard. My friend has a clear message for what he wants it to be, unlike the first one where there was no clear message till about 2-3 days before the protest.
Okay. All right, let's hear from DJ. DJ, we've discussed Joao Felix on this platform and some other, potential transfer.
Yeah.
What's your take on the stories coming from Italy, England regarding Joao Felix, your countryman? Let us know what you think of this player.
Yeah, I have to say, disappointing. I'm not going to lie, Nee. I mean, I thought under Sergio Conceição, who's obviously a Portuguese manager, knows him pretty well from Portugal. I thought he'd have probably been the kind of manager that'd get the best out of him. But it started off well, didn't he? He comes on in his first game for Milan, scores a goal. Then after he's not really been seen. He's going through a little situation, and I feel for the guy at the moment because he's going through a situation where, because he's a luxury player, it seems like teams can't seem to be able to fit him into their setup. I still think for me personally, it was still a wrong idea for us to let him go. For me, I still think basic reason being is, as I've said it already, with the injuries that have happened to us, we could still do them in the team, regardless of how people may think of the guy and think he's this and he's that. We could still do with someone like him in our team, for me, but it's one of those scenarios. He's going to come back to Chelsea, I think, in the summer, probably end up being sold on again. But again, it depends on what club's going to go with him. I've got a feeling his next move is going to be Aston Villa. I think all what I've been hearing coming out of Portugal, coming out of reports, that it looks like Villa will make a serious bid for him in the summer. So it's more than likely that a move to Villa will finally happen for him. And look, he probably needs a manager like a Emery to get the best out of him again, because I think Emery's one of those kind of managers that's patient. He doesn't lose it quickly with the player. The fans seem to be a bit more patient with Villa as well, so they'll give him that time. And I think a lot of the Villa fans were actually gutted that he didn't go there in the first place, because I know a lot of Villa fans that I've heard on streams that are going on and saying they were actually gutted that Felix didn't go there. And maybe they'll be revisited, but my problem will be for him in the summer is he's going to go for a cheap price, and it's going to be a knockoff price. He's still 25, 26 years old, and we're probably looking for around about what we paid 42 million. We're probably going to end up selling for 22 million in the summer. So we're going to lose money straight away on that for him if he does end up going, and he'll probably end up balling it out of Aston Villa. I really think he will under Emery, but
he's not going to do nothing.
Or he'll do well at Villa. He'll do well at Villa under Emery.
He didn't do well at Atletico Madrid. He didn't do well at Barcelona. He didn't do well at Chelsea.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Nee. I get what you're saying, bro. But listen,
I don't know, mate, because we all know.
But bro, we all know how we all know how what Emery's like manager wise, mate. He gets the best out of plays that you think are crap, and he goes and gets the best out of them. And that's the kind of guy he. That's what I think. That is why I think a move to Aston Villa probably would suit him to the ground. And you know, if he does start balling out, which I think he will do again, because I still think he's still got age on his side. Okay, you know, there'll be a lot of people saying afterwards, well, you know, this is the João Felix we all knew of from his Benfica days. He's just had one of them scenarios. He's one of those stalling situations. I'm not going to come in and say he's crap, because that's what everyone wants to hear. I'm not going to come out and say it because I know he's not crap. I know there's a player in him. You know, Rafael Leao's going through a similar issue with AC Milan at the moment. Okay, he's going through. We all know what a player is on his day, but the players go through this in their careers, ups and downs. He's had too many ups and downs as João Felix, but I still think there's a player in him, and I think I've seen enough of him to say he'll come out of it. You know, but as I said, it won't be at Chelsea, unfortunately. It'll be at another club. And I said, I think Villa suits him to the ground for that reason.
What do you think, Tyler? What do you make of a João Felix situation right now?
Well, I haven't noticed of it until now, so I'm gonna say no comments at this time.
All right, thank you very much, Tyler. Stephen, I've already heard his version and his part on Felix. I just want to hear DJ's where DJ stand on it. DJ still believe there's a player in him. I don't doubt there's a player in him, but my problem is, is he suitable for this Premier League? Physique needed in the midfield, and if João Felix doesn't have it, he will not make a lot of Premier League managers' team. He will not make their team. But anyway, we've talked about that. What about the youth accusation? Another player from IB Leipzig.
Just one question for you, bro. One quick question for you. You know, all fans are knocking Cole Palmer at the moment, yeah, because he's lost it for a little while. Does that mean there's no player in Cole Palmer anymore? Are we saying he's crap? He's off the boil. No, I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question.
I saw something earlier.
You can never doubt Cole Palmer's performance. You can never doubt he is. There's a good player in him. It just has lost his touch a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly my point, bro.
Even
and I'm not saying the comparison
he hasn't though. Because he has still created a ton of chances.
He has created, bro. He has created, but you know,
35 chances in 14 games is a mad number.
Do you know what, Stephen? I've never doubted him, but we've all heard, as we always do from the fan base, that he's gone downhill. He needs to be this, and he needs to come out of the team now. He needs to be dropped to the bench. We've all heard from some of the fan base.
Well, who the hell said that?
Well, a lot of them, bro.
I can tell you the type of people that say that, because I saw something the last few days that I can tell you guys, and you'll probably laugh about.
A lot, man.
That is funny. To drop Cole Palmer.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Let me explain this. The difference in Cole Palmer right now is he's not finishing chances that we knew that last season he could finish them easily. You get what I'm saying? That's the little touch over there. But besides that, he still contributes. It's just like Nicholas Jackson. Jackson is not scoring, but then he's still creating chances for others to finish it.
Yeah.
Without Jackson, the team is not complete. Without Cole Palmer, the team is not complete. He has to be there. He has to suck two players in to open way for the others to walk in and then finish those chances.
Free.
You get what I'm saying?
And you're getting no argument from me, because what you've just said, and what me and Stephen are agreeing on the same thing here. I agree 150% with you, bro. I just think fans are just very quick to come on to players, and this is what happens all the time. And I've noticed it always seems to be the Chelsea fan base, and this is the one thing I want. This is why I always say when I call our fan base a flip-flop fan base, because all they remember is when Cole Palmer came last season, the man was smashing it, broke all these different records. He has he bailed Chelsea out. Let's be real here. Without that kid last season, he carried this whole team last season, right?
Bro, without him, we would literally be where United are right now.
Exactly, but he carried us again half of this season. He's now dropped off, which happens to any player that is excellent in the
You'd expect that. You can't maintain
it's happened to Eden Hazard
this young for so long.
Exactly. It's happened to Eden Hazard. It's happened to Cristiano Ronaldo. It's happened to Messi. It's happened to Salah. If we're going to put him in that kind of category amongst that elite, it's happened to Saka. He's suffering that at the moment at Arsenal. It's one of those scenarios. It's happening out there. But what people don't want to do is they just want to criticize. And this is why I keep saying it every day. You know, when you got players at your football club, that are good football players, appreciate them. don't try and say, "Oh, he'll be gone next season." Look, I don't doubt in my second. Look, for me, look, listen. If I still feel, with him, my worry for him is if we don't make Champions League this year, he may look at things next season. Either this season, or he'll definitely look at things next season to leave. And I think if the right offer comes, and this is why I keep on saying. And I actually saw one person. I don't know who it was. He's not a big YouTuber, but he actually one guy actually put on his little title is Stavro Willian to come in and replace Cole Palmer. And I'm like thinking already,
Good one.
we're already putting poor hype on this kid, yeah? This kid hasn't even kicked a ball for Chelsea yet, right? Yeah. And we're already putting pressure on Stavro Willian, which I think is really harsh on the fan base to be doing that. This kid hasn't even come into the club and kicked a ball yet. And we're already putting that pressure on him to come in and smash it straight away. It ain't going to happen straight away. It's not going to happen at all. And I keep saying this. He's a great player from what I've seen of him, from the highlights I've seen him, from seeing him also play.
No, he's
He
a
looks
good
a brilliant
player.
talent. He's a brilliant talent, mate. I don't
Good
doubt it for
player.
a second.
Not a great
But
player.
he ain't going to smash it straight away. And he's going to struggle. Just like, and look at Santos, for example. He didn't even come. Kid hardly got a chance to kick a ball at Chelsea. He's gone off to Strasbourg. The man's smashing it there now at the moment, right? This is what I feel is going to happen with this Stavro. But unfortunately, we've already got some of the people already saying, yeah, he's going to bench Palmer to be benched when Stavro walks into the team next season. Really? Is he really going to come in and bench Palmer straight away?
Yeah, JC
Give
will
me a
tell
break,
you
man.
those people watch the game from their mobile phone. You know, when you watch a game from mobile phone and watch a game on a 75 or 100-inch TV, you see something differently. Estavio need to play with Cole Palmer on the pitch. No one can bench the other. Estavio cannot bench Cole Palmer. He doesn't have that experience to bench Cole Palmer. What we have to look at is who plays the middle, who plays on the right-hand side. I'll put Cole Palmer in the middle, just like where he's playing now. He's more creative. This guy is also a menace on the right-hand side. He can play in the middle. He can play on the right, but he preferred to play in the middle. I'll put him on the right side. None of Madueke deserve to be on the bench next season if this guy is ready for Muraska to start him. I'm starting him on the right. I'm putting Cole Palmer in the middle. No, Cole Palmer cannot be on the bench for
I agree,
Madueke
bro.
to start.
I mean,
it can never happen.
I think my only
DJ,
question,
on this whole thing about Noni and that, just quickly, right?
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I saw someone say it because there's been loads of people who have been criticizing Lauren James. Bear in mind, she's the one that saved us our last 2 games, yeah? Yep. Someone said you've got these people who are JRK stands, so Rita and Canneridge, yeah? That love her and she's not really been doing much, but they then hate on Lauren James. And then with the men's game, you've got people who stand Noni Madueke and they'll never stop criticizing and hating on Cole Palmer. I was like, do you know what? I kind of see it, you know? I do kind of see it. And it's a shame because realistically, yeah, whether you want to... Look, there's a difference between respecting, appreciating compared to standing someone, yeah? You can do whatever you want, yeah? But you shouldn't be hating as such on your own players, especially when it's people who, for the most part, okay, Palmer not so much recently, despite creating 35 chances, it's not on him to finish those chances, yeah? But people like Lauren James and Cole Palmer who can put a team on their back, yeah? To hate them of all people, you shouldn't hate anyone in your team, realistically, yeah?
That's how you can hate on your players.
Like, personally, I think we can all agree Sanchez, it's not so much hate, it's just frustration of, like, we've paid 25 million. You've been here, consistently been number 1, yeah, for, 18 months, kind of, 12, 18 months, because if you factor in the injury time that he's had out, it's like 12 to 18 months he's been number 1 during his 2 years here, yeah? And it's more frustration of, I want you benched. It's not so much of just... It's more criticism of him of, well, how are you managing to consistently make these mistakes? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas with people who will stand certain players, it's this player's shit, I want this player to play instead and stuff like that. It's like, cool, but the player you want to play instead isn't doing anything. That's the difference. The player you want to play is not doing anything to contribute to winning. The player you're overly criticizing and hating on is literally clutch for the team. He's coming up with big moments for the team. And it's so dumb. But
It is, bro. And
that's
you know what I find more funny? You know what I find more funny as well, Steve? I'll be honest with you, but it's the Arsenal fans, right? And the Manchester, and there's two guys. I won't mention their names here, right? Yeah, but they go a lot on the terrace, and they're one's a big Arsenal fan, and one's a massive Manchester City fan. I think you might know who I'm talking about. And they always have their little
a
talk
big
show
what
on
fan?
there. There, one's an Arsenal fan, one's a Manchester City fan. They're always talking to Terry on the terrace, right? Yeah,
I
and
don't watch
he
it.
always
I've
has
not
that.
watched it in 3 years.
But I know them, yeah. But anyway, two of them, they sit there, okay, and they criticize Chelsea because we didn't get a striker, we didn't get this, and we didn't get that, which are fair enough to say. But what I find more hilarious is from the Arsenal fan because we're going to sell our players because of we're not. May I add to ask the question? What Arsenal fan actually thinks they're going to keep hold of their defender? Is it not Saka?
Well,
Who's this? Saliba. What makes them think they're going to hold off
or
Saliba in the
Gabriel,
summer, bruv?
either
Yeah?
of them. Like, if
Saka
Real
even,
Madrid
bruv.
come
Yeah,
calling me, they're gone.
yeah. Saka the same, bruv. And what's getting? Oh, well, Chelsea. Cole Palmer will want to leave Chelsea because they're not in the Champions League. Well, I'm sure Saka will want to at least at some point look into his future. Think, I'm not winning any trophies here. Do I really want to be here?
Saka is
Like
not
Harry
leaving
Kane
I'm
when
saying.
he's at Tottenham.
now. He
Yeah,
just signed a new contract.
Yeah. Who? Saka.
Yeah.
Oh
Saka
yeah,
is
but
not-
still though, bro. Well, I don't know what these
At
guys
the
like. It
same
comes to
time,
money.
if
but
you
still.
get 1 or 2 more years down the line, right?
Yeah.
Like people say about Palmer, yeah, Palmer only signed an extension last season. Bear in mind, he only joined us last season. Yeah,
Exactly. But he's going to leave Chelsea though, isn't it? Because he wasn't going to get
right.
Champions
That's
League
what they
football.
all
He's going
say.
to get
So
frustrated and
I
go.
think what DJ's saying is like it's all well and good for Arsenal fans to say that, but Saliba, Gabriel, Saka, these players,
Martinelli.
as pretty much every player in their career wants to do, is going to want to win trophies. At some point, you're going to get to a point where it's like Tottenham with Harry Kane. Of at what point do you say, okay, we just got to let the player go, right? Then again, it's Arsenal. They'll probably hold them hostage, for a lack of better term.
And the funny thing of all, Stephen, right here, is one of the fans is saying, "Oh, you know what? I reckon if Arsenal went all out for Cole Palmer at the right money, I think he'll swap Chelsea for Arsenal in a heartbeat." I was like listening
you
to
know
that,
what
and
I
I'm
find
thinking,
funny
"Oh
about
my
that?
God, what are we talking here? What
Like,
are we chatting here?"
Realistically, yeah, they've got Ødegaard, yeah? Ødegaard
Yeah.
meant to be a top player. Ødegaard's been
Yeah.
ghosting, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's he
Yeah.
been? Yeah?
Exactly, bruv. He only
So,
does it when
for me,
Saka's
it's
playing,
like-
bruv.
You can say about
It's
all
Saka.
this stuff,
It's not
yeah?
Odegaard. Saka is the one holding the team.
Yeah, but
go
the
ahead,
thing
go
is,
ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
do you remember the
second.
last 12 months or
Anyway.
so until about 6 months ago, yeah? For about 12 or so months, 18 months, roughly, yeah? There was, Ødegaard's better than Palmer. Ødegaard's better. And then you'd go,
That's
well,
funny.
what has Ødegaard done compared to Palmer? What, he finished second place? Well done. Like,
Well done, mate.
if you
What
look at them
trophies
as
has he won? One FA
individuals,
Cup.
Palmer
Yeah.
was more clutch. Palmer is more clutch than Ødegaard.
And Palmer was actually part of the team that won the Champions League, the Super Cup, the European, the what do you call it?
Didn't
Cup.
he
So I mean,
score
come on,
a
he's won
assist
more.
in the
Yeah, in the
Super
Super
Cup
Cup.
as well?
He scored in the. Is it the
And
Club
then
World Cup
about
or
a week
Super
later,
Cup?
he trained
He
Chelsea.
scored a world in the FA Cup for City.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
that was all in the space of about 5 months, by the way.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
to
then
go.
he
I just
joined
wanted to
Chelsea.
mention that because it just frustrates me with the fans out there that pick on their players and think they're going to leave, they're going to get out. I know why they're saying it, and I worry about the same thing. If the right offer of 150 million comes in with these owners cash in and sell him with the right money, right offer comes in for him. That's my
I
only
think
concern
it's
with them.
200 plus for Palmer at this point.
I hope so, bruv.
Right.
That's
The
what I'm hoping it
difference
should
is,
be.
yeah, Arsenal fans make the argument, yeah, Saka's 150 mil plus player, yeah?
Hmm.
I think Saka missed at one point some significant time last season. He's missing significant time again this season. And look, that's not on Saka. Look, injuries can be unfortunate, or injuries can be down to poor management, right? How many times have we sat here, when we've spoken about Arsenal and said, Arteta's rushing his players back again, especially Saka. Saka goes off limping. 5 days later, he's starting the Premier League game. How many times have we had this exact conversation, right? Like, at some point, you have to say, cool, on his day, he is a quality player. I don't care that it's an Arsenal player I'm saying this about because I respect how good players are. Plus, he's an English player as well, so it don't really hurt, right? So my thing is, you can say that, and Arsenal fans will refuse to say it about Palmer, despite the reasons I'll say it about Saka, right? The difference is, yeah, whilst both are quality players, Palmer has barely missed any time. I think he missed 4 games since joining us. I think maybe a couple more. But in 18 months to miss like 4 games, it's not bad, is it? So for me, it's like Saka's availability kind of puts his price down, whereas Palmer's availability, and for the most part, he's been consistent. And look, clubs don't just look at goals and assists. They'll look at, okay, he's creating these chances, but people aren't burying them. Same way I have 14, 15 games, 34, 35 chances, whatever it is, yeah? Clubs will look at that. They'll go, okay, if he's in our team, we've got a top striker. They'll finish the chances he's creating, right? So for me, that's not something that goes against Palmer, right? Whereas if you talk to an Arsenal fan, they'll go, oh, when's he got a goal or assist? Yeah, mate, he's dealing with no striker at the moment, and he's created 35 chances in 15 games. That is impressive. That's over 2 chances a game. That's like 2.2 or something stupid per game.
Exactly. We're gonna end here with Cole Palmer. We're not end the stream, but yeah, we'll drop a Cole Palmer conversation. Else we're not gonna end here. Leighton CFC, so big up to man like DJ. The sporting directors are fearing. Yeah, fearing.
They're fearing another attack on their reputation. Egbali has said, what was that? No to 10 youngsters from the sporting directors, but the sporting directors love that. Who?
See it.
I don't know who that is from Man United.
I think it's
He's talking about Garnacho, I think.
She's talking about Garnacho.
Okay. I was
Man
so
United
lost.
put into my
I was like, who is that?
All right, JC said, big up to JC back home watching this live on the show. Guys, don't forget. Very, very important. Anybody here watching this live, thank you very, very much. And make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that like button. Very, very and very important. Smash that like button, like the show. JC said Felix was showing improvement at Chelsea, though. We shouldn't have kept him for minutes. We should have kept him for minutes.
We shouldn't.
We should have kept him for minutes.
We should have kept him.
But Mendes, he decided or coded that he didn't
That's
want
probably
to
a typo. I'm presuming decided.
Drop out value. Okay. Thank you very much, JC. More from Maya. Maya, big up to you, Maya. Maya in the building. Big up to you, Maya. He said, I rant on CP Cole Palmer about his bad form, but we can't drop him. We can't drop him. Is it unless I'm not sure. He's the best player in the club, the team right now, according to Maya. Thank you very much, Maya, for your comments out there. Palmer said, JC said Palmer has not had really bad games. I didn't agree with criticism. All right. No, I think the bad thing that we saw from Palmer is not finishing chances that we know informed Cole Palmer could finish. That was the difference. But besides that, he's been doing the same thing that he has to do as a midfielder. Felix isn't having a good performance at AC Milan. Why did he choose to leave, or why did Maresca let him go even in the first place, according to Maya? Maya said, JC won't lie, bro. CP has been bad recently. To no goals, assists in the last 7 games. That's not good for Cole Palmer's reputation. But then they can't put Saliba in on 300k. He's going to leave. Plus Saka will leave if they don't pay him 200 to 300k a week. More from Maya said that Cole Palmer is better than Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. One more from Leighton CFC. Says, please read my comment for is it Egbali or etc. or I don't know what EG stands for. I think I read his comment, right? Didn't I? I did read it. Thank you very much. Leighton CFC of Twitter X. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here. Wherever you're joining us from, as of now, the numbers on X is growing, keep growing rapidly. And the YouTube keep dropping. I don't know why, but it depends. can sometimes you can understand these metrics on how one keep going higher than the other goes down. So there's still more for us to tackle whilst we're still live here on the show. Tella, DJ, Stevie, you guys all good?
Yep, I'm still all
Yeah,
good.
all good, mate. All good, thank you.
I've enjoyed the pancake before coming on air, so there you go.
How do you like your pancake?
Oh, incredible.
Huh?
Nicely done for me.
Nicely done, well done.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know red in the pancake?
This was basically chocolate for me. Yeah, they had put chocolate.
What do you like to add? What do you like to add to your pancake?
Something that says on the line, Cole Palmer, please score again.
Oh Lord. What do you like on your pancake?
Chocolate. Fruit.
Chocolate. Wow. Did you like pancake?
Yeah, do bruv. Coconut for me, bruv. I like and chocolate.
What would you like? What would you recommend for a full meal for a pancake, a breakfast? What would you want to see in your breakfast eating pancake?
Inside the pancake?
I mean, whatever. What do you want on your pancake?
How we usually do the pan? My dad does it. It tastes so bad because when I say bad, I mean meaning good. My dad, when he used to do them, meaning good. Basically, when my dad used to make it was when we were kids. He used to make the pancake as normal, and then what he used to put is have you heard of a thing called detonated coconut?
No.
Basically, it's just coconut. You put it inside the you put it actually in the pancake, roll it up, and you eat it. It tastes the best ever. I recommend that to people.
What?
It's so nice.
Hold on. There's two different ways. We have the Greek. We have the Crete. The Crete.
Yeah.
Crepes, and then the pancake. Yeah, crepes or something like that. People think they are the same, but they're two different. They make them two different ways. So I remember growing up, I used to call that pancake, but since it came to America, the pancake is a bit different. It's more thick and doughy than the one that we used to make back home. The crepes, whatever that we used to call it pancake.
The crepes, as they like to call them, bro, they're the big ones. So, for example, you can do them here at home. But if you were to say for example, if I were to go to a shopping mall, right? A shopping mall, I don't know if anyone knows the area. Stephen probably would know this because he's living in the UK. Steve would know Brent Cross. You know Brent Cross, Stephen? Stephen, are you there? Or Riley? Riley, you know Brent Cross, brother, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. If you go to Brent Cross shopping centre, all right, there's one particular when you come from the car park from upstairs, you come down the escalator, and then when you first go in on the right hand side, there's people that are making pancakes there, and they make all sorts of things. Go down there, they make the best crepes ever, mate, and they make a massive. So what they do is they put it, they do it about. I'll describe it to you, brother.
What's going on?
It's basically it's round, like it's massive like that. It's round, it's big pancakes. They put it with a chocolate spread on it, right? And then they wrap it all up. You can either have bits, and you can either put, I don't know, chocolate in it. You can put jam in it. You can put what else they put in it? They put I think coconut in it as well. Wrap it all up and just eat it. It tastes the best ever, mate. I recommend it.
Everyone will have to like their pancake.
Stephen would know Brent Cross. Riley would know Brent Cross straight away in the UK. You know that place I'm talking.
You know that place. You know that place, Stephen.
Yeah.
How do you like your pancakes, Stephen?
What do you mean? How do I like them?
I mean, when you go to a restaurant and you order for a pancake in the morning breakfast.
I don't get them from restaurants.
No, I'm saying, okay, at home, how do you like a pancake? What do you like to go with your pancake?
Depends, to be fair. I don't have
here in America. There's a place called IHOP.
Nutella chocolate.
I know
IHOP.
Yeah.
Oh no,
IHOP.
no.
It's ridiculous. The pancake that they're gonna make for you. It's so many varieties. That's why I'm asking, what do you like on your pancake? That's why
IHOP. We don't have that in the. We rarely have that in the UK. Okay, we make our own pancakes.
There'll probably be one somewhere.
I mean, it doesn't have to have the same name. There could be generic person somewhere also making his own version of I have that place morning to midnight. It's pancake. You can eat pancake in the morning, afternoon, and dinner.
Nice.
So all they do is pancake, ice cream pancake. That's all.
When my wife makes
Yeah.
them here and puts them through
Mhm.
anything, she puts some nice chocolate spread on top of it. It tastes so nice. Or we have a mixture of things
Yeah.
in it. It just tastes so. Homemade is probably the best. You're gonna make your own
Homemade's definitely the best.
You make your own stuff. You make it yourself, mate. You do it yourself.
You know what?
Just make it and put the pancake mix in and do it yourself. Boom, done. Over.
I
When
like chicken
I was
simple,
younger,
so-
right, in
all right.
in secondary school, right,
Yeah.
we had a class. I don't know why they called it food tech. You could have come up with any name, but they called it food tech as in food technology, yeah? And one of the things we did, we made the American pancakes, and you could like put stuff in them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're actually so nice.
Raspberries and
Yeah,
raisins.
pretty much anything you wanted, you could put in there.
Bananas.
Yeah, some people put strawberries in as well.
Yeah.
But
That's smush it and
I
mix
remember
it up.
I used to make them ones like when I was younger because I was like, I actually preferred them because you can actually put like if you wanted to put something like I don't know bananas, anything in them, you could literally put anything in them, and it works. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could have like almost like a sweet thing, you can have almost like a savory thing, like take your pick type thing.
Exactly. So, guys, so we're looking at some few topics here. We've discussed the women already because Raleigh started with it. Women can go invincible. We will discuss the Chelsea women team and their current performance, as it looks like we may end up seeing them going invincible. What do you want to say, Raleigh?
Oh, by the way, today we've had the announcement of the Women's League Cup final officials from.
It's that Heaslip or whatever her name is, isn't it?
Yep, Heaslip. There it is. So coming up on your screens very shortly, here they are. Is the officials this year for the Women's League Cup final, the Subway Women's League Cup final. We're named after a sandwich brand at last. Matt Joyce
Wasn't she the one from wasn't she the one from the Arsenal game this season that they all cried about for sending McCabe off, despite McCabe literally getting yellow, turning around and telling the ref to F off?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Love it. Excellent. Tell the referee to F off you. Excellent, mate. Love it.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. So she got a yellow card for dissent. She's then walking away as she gets the yellow card, turns around, tells the ref to F off, gets a second yellow, and then all the Arsenal fans are going, oh, she sent her off and you shouldn't get sent off for dissent. Like, she's literally got a yellow and followed it up by telling the ref to F off. It's not like she's...
That's the best part of it all, telling the ref to F off.
She was shouting in her face, yeah? And then she turns around and tells her to F off. Also, the thing is, Arsenal fans complain. She's literally got a reputation known as Katie McCard. Like, she has a reputation. If you have a reputation like that, you should not be turning around after it's a yellow telling the ref to F off.
Or Stephen, or the other thing to do, if they really want to do it to make it even more funny, do the Stone Cold Steve Austin style like he used to do in wrestling, mate, with the referee when he used to show him the two fingers.
But the funny thing is, they then showed it on replay after the game, and you can clearly see she's saying F off, right? And the Arsenal fans would still not have it. They'd still dispute it, going, oh, that's out of order. This, that, and the other was like, mate, you can't tell a ref to F off. Like, as funny as it is,
I'm just laughing at it.
Especially when you're on the yellow card for dissent literally 10 seconds earlier.
Agreed. Actually, do you know what?
I totally agree, bro.
Easy.
I was at the game itself on the 26th of January. I was at the game at Stamford Bridge. I didn't know what was going on with the red card until I went on the replay. When I got back, I realised she actually swore at the referee. I mean, everyone at Stamford Bridge was happy to finally see McCabe getting sent off. As for the VAR and goal line technology, of course, I expected they will be on the Women's League Cup final. And Emily Easlip, 83.33% Chelsea win rate under her 14 wins for us, and one draw after 90 minutes, and Chelsea win after extra time versus Man City. With her refereeing, guess what? We've only managed to lose only one game when Easlip was in charge. Only one.
But do you guys know that
And here
McCabe is one
come
of
the
my
calls
favorite
about
women
it's
players?
all corrupt. They love Chelsea when they clearly don't.
What's that? What's that, Nee? Who's one of your favourite players? You say?
McCabe. Katie
Oh,
McCabe.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of
Yeah,
my
I can
favorite.
tell you
Yeah.
she's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite women players. But unfortunately, she plays for Arsenal.
I don't
That's
like
it.
McCabe. I
That's
think
that's
she's an arrogant. You know what?
if you talk about arrogance, there's so many arrogance players over everywhere. Even in the men's, the West players that are
I'm not
arrogant.
saying there isn't.
Neymar's one of them.
Do you know what? I don't
Put
think.
it
I
this
mean,
way,
I don't
yeah.
think any of. I don't think
My
any of
other
our
thing
Chelsea
is, yeah,
ladies
if
are
you've got a
arrogant.
reputation, yeah, she's lucky she ain't had more red cards in her career than what she's had. By the way, very lucky.
Mind you. Having said that, I've said that. I mean, mind you, what's the name used to get accused of having a lot of arrogance, didn't she?
Who?
The oh god, we were just talking about her earlier on. The Australian striker.
Kerr.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
Yeah. Sam
Kerr.
Sam Kerr.
Sam Kerr.
Yeah, she apparently
she's-
got apparently she's got arrogance about her. But
Yeah.
then you know what though? But she walks the walk and she talks the talk, bruv. That's what I like about it. She'll walk that walk and she'll do exactly what she's gonna go and do on the pitch, and she does it.
Yeah, she's
So
got.
you can't
arrogance,
knock her
too.
for that, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You can't knock her for
If
that.
you listen to her interviews and stuff, with things that she says, you can tell she feels like she's better than everyone.
Even Ramirez. I think Ramirez has got that in there as well.
Oh, had to.
As a striker, you need that.
You have to. Didier Drogba had it for so many years at Chelsea, man. Diego Costa, another one.
Mhm.
Jimmy Floyd
You know what
Hasselbank,
made
another
me
one.
laugh though?
Yeah.
You know, do you know one thing about Sam Kerr, right? If I'm not
Yeah, big snappy
mistaken,
beat,
she once flew back for a game 10,000 miles, played that day, then knocked Arsenal out the cup.
Yeah.
I think it
mate.
was a League Cup as well,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think our fans even started chanting 10,000 like miles. Is she still better than
10,000
you?
miles, it still comes back. Yeah. That says it
You
all.
gotta
doesn't it?
respect it.
She's an excellent. Listen, we got to be real here. She's an excellent striker, mate. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, look at the numbers she's put up since she's come to Chelsea, Sam Kerr.
Imagine when she comes back.
I mean, and she's got, and you know what? She's got a lot to, and I'm sure she's got a lot to say. Because I mean, from what I say, a lot to say, she's a lot to come back and score. Because I think she's missed so much now.
Mhm.
I think you'll see her coming back and being back to where she was, and probably even be worse in terms of getting more and more goals. That's how much I rate.
Do you
I
know
think
what the
she's such
beauty
a
is?
quality player.
You have got those top players like a Mayra Ramirez that can start or back her up if needed.
Yeah, you do, bruv.
I mean,
you
you've got Aggie as well, and like
do.
Aggie
And you've got
being a
Lauren
young
James who can
player's
jump in from
class.
goals as well, mate. I mean, Lauren James is another one, mate. I mean, comes off the wing, but still, mate, the girl could, her goals, her shot. You know what I love about Lauren James? She's got a shot on her from distance, mate.
Bro,
And her dribbling
the goals
skills
that
is
this
just
women's
second to
team
none, mate.
at full strength has in it is mental when you think about it.
Yeah.
You got Lauren James, you got Aggie, you got Guro, you got Sam Kerr when
Yeah.
she's back.
Guru
Like,
Wrighton. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
the team has goals in it when everyone's. I mean, even Hamano, like she's popped up with some goals as well.
Maka Emano.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
All right,
goals
so-
all over this team. Like, I'm not
Guys,
worried about
we're
us stepping up.
We're gonna end the stream with one topic, which probably might take almost about 10-20 minutes, maybe or not. So I want to hear everyone's thoughts on it. One more topic. Hold dog. Big up to you, man. He said, what did he say? He says, do any of you have an what
Counter argument. Counter
You
argument.
have a counter argument to
counter-argument
this
to this
season's a
season.
complete waste of time. That's a very broad statement.
Yeah.
Mm,
It is.
that's-
I'm not going to
that's
sit
good.
here. I'm not going to sit here and say it's been the greatest of seasons for us, right? Because
But it's not been a waste.
You know, I won't call it a waste of time season,
It's not waste either.
but it's not a waste. It's not a waste. But at the
No.
same time, I'll also
Middle
say,
ground.
I mean, for me, I think for me, and I don't know if it's about you guys. I think we went out the cup competitions too early. For me, that's not Chelsea like. For me, so that kind of like way I was watching the FA Cup. The only good thing about this weekend was Chelsea not playing was the fact that they were not. We were not going to worry that our team would embarrass us by not being in the competition. But that's being harsh. That's being harsh. If I'm actually saying that's just me being critical now, which I have to be
DJ,
sometimes.
to be
but-
fair, we had no striker for the Brighton game.
No, I know we didn't, bro. I know we didn't. I just think for me though, mate, going out of that competition, though, the way we, in the manner that we did, Stephen, I think it was just,
The
I wouldn't call it
Newcastle League
just
Cup
bad.
one was the bigger kick in the balls for me.
Yeah, because we beat them in the Prem previously, didn't we?
Hmm
We beat,
That was
and
the
then we
bigger
go and
one
put a
for
weak
me
team
than
out.
the FA Cup, because you look at FA Cup, we literally didn't have a striker.
No,
Whereas
No.
Carabao Cup, we had strikers available.
yeah, we did. I just think going out of them both for me is too, going out of them competition too early was just, it was a bit of a, what do you call it, because we won the FA Cup 5 times, or we won the League Cup 5 times as well, and then to go out, we're known for it, the Prem 5 times.
Right.
So for me, going out of that, I mean, it was a bit of pill to swallow, if you like, in that way, seeing us go out as way we did. It's in the manner that we went out as well, bro. It's in the manner that we went out. That's why.
Okay. A lot have been said. One more coming from Hold Dog, and we'll move on to the topic. Says who discovered the PEP structure system should no longer be proliferate. Is it proliferate? Proliferate. Question. No, not our owners. I'm sure that's what it means. Thank you very much, Old Dog, for the question. Is he talking about Pep Guardiola's style of play? Who really structured that system for Chelsea? I'm not sure if that's what he meant to say, but I'm sure it has to do with Ezra Moranska working with him, understanding the system, implementing it, something that works for him in the championship, and then carry on with it, because he's not going to stop doing it if it works. Why would you? But
basically, what Hodag is asking is who discovered that pet structure system should no longer increase rapidly in numbers. That's what proliferate means.
It's increasing. It is. I think it has to do with Jean Claude. Jean Claude invented that, established that for Barcelona. That's his style of play. That's his method of playing football, and he left that there for Barcelona. The Catalans have also built on it, and that's where we are. Playing out from the back, goalkeepers have to be outfield players. Outfield players have to be similar to like goalkeepers. Everyone is being an outfield player, making the football that is meant to be simple more difficult for individuals to play. To be honest with you, I used to play fullback. I used to play a right back, but I don't think even a center back, recent way of football, I can handle it. I don't think I can. Maybe if that's how I grew up playing football, I could understand it. But too much work. Too much work. Now defenders have to do the job of strikers and midfielders. That's crazy.
I think for me, on the Pep thing, basically, I think he learned his football when he was doing management. I think because he learned it from the great Johan Cruyff, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he was in Barcelona, and I think he's just more or less carried it forward the way he played when he was managing. I think he managed that Barcelona team, Johan Cruyff, and they've done pretty. It was him who was at Barcelona. Johan Cruyff, wasn't it, the manager? Wasn't it? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that what he was, the Johan Cruyff? That's where I think Pep played under him, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
No. He didn't play under him.
He didn't play under him, but
No.
I thought he did. But he learned anyway. He learned from him in terms of what he does, and he's just added his own little bits to it, and it's been a success. Pep Guardiola, so I can't complain with the guy's way of playing football. He's been brilliant.
Indeed, it's a successful style of football, but it's ruling football. It's destroying football. It's really destroying football. Now, when you see strikers and people are running, you're not feed them with the ball. They don't feed them. You get what I'm saying? Also, what we used to see in the past with the likes of Neymar, Diego Armando Maradona, Cole Palmer, is the likes of Eden Hazard, the way they get that free roll to hold on to the ball and do things with football. We're not going to see these things in the game, because every child from beginning as a footballer player learning how to play football, they'll tell you to pass the ball. Don't hold on to the ball for too long. Release the ball, pass the ball, release the ball. So individual exuberance style, like those players that I've mentioned, we're not going to see them anymore. They'll all be vanishing. Just like,
do you know what?
Strikers. Go ahead.
Do you know why you feel? Do you know why you feel it's vanishing, bro? Because I think what the way Pep's done things, the way it's all being brought up now to where we play, he's brought in a system where you just don't rely on one guy scoring you your goals. That's your marksman up top, striker. He wants the goals to be shared from all around. Anyone that's playing up top, where it's the front three, where it's coming from the midfield or what, and that's what he's basically done. This is why you're probably seeing now. Look how many. Look at the game. Look, if you look at the base of the teams that he's actually built on, right? He has got a number. He's always had that vital striker scoring the goals. But if you look at the way he's been doing things, all his goals have been coming from everyone on the pitch. And this is why you think it's not the same as it used to be, because everyone's used to just saying, oh, you rely on your striker to get you your goals, and that's it. Or the build-up play comes from the midfield, from the wings, or whatever it might be. But this time round, it's all from everyone scoring you goals. That's why there's more and more goals in the game. You're seeing teams getting thrashed 5, 6, 7, 8-0, because it's not just one player scoring you them goals. It's coming from all over the pitch, mate. And that's why I feel he's changed the landscape in that kind of that way. And I know people try to adapt to it. And if you're good at it, as we've seen with some managers, you're going to be success at it. At the moment, I think the reason why you're saying it's out of the game is because you're not seeing as much of it now, because it's not probably as prolific, if you like, as when Pep does it. And I think when others have tried to do it, they're not being as prolific in doing it. That's probably why you're thinking the way you're thinking in terms of it's not like it used to be before. Do you know what I mean? It's completely changed. I get what you're saying in that way. It can be a bit boring sometimes, but.
Hold Dog said, why does Anoslop understands the balance required? Where is Maraska on this spectrum? Or is Maraska learning something this season? And then he went on to say, Anoslop is not a Pep, Croft, or is it Ancelotti? He is more balanced and adaptable. No, Croft, is he accolade, right? Yeah, accolade.
I've got no idea what he means. But the thing is, Maresca's a new manager as well.
What he's trying to say is Anoslop is way different compared to those two managers in the way the style of play, but he's more balanced and more direct and attacking wide.
But Schlott's also been a manager for longer as well. Also, did I come back to DJ saying about something being boring? I wasn't in the room, so I'm just curious what was going on.
Well, we were talking about how we used to see these number 10s holding onto the ball, taking 2, 3, 4 men on at the same time. But now, as kids learning football, they've been told from the academies, from young age, that you need to release the ball, you need to pass. And DJ was saying that one way or the other, it's also good that we're seeing different players scoring goals, not just 2 or 1 person all the time scoring all the goals. So that's what he was saying, that, right, DJ?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so guys,
go on.
Go ahead.
No, go on. Sorry, I thought you were. I think what happened.
No, I was going something else.
Bro.
I was jumping.
I thought you were cutting on me. It was me, mate. It was my reception thing. Don't worry, it's not you.
Okay.
Go on. Sorry.
Okay. Steven, want to say anything in regards to what we just said? Reacted to? Or you want to react to? Hold Dog's comment before we move on to the last topic, before then we can wrap up.
No, I've just come back in, so I've missed a lot of it.
All right. So, you were gone for a bit. Absolutely. Anyway, we're going to end up with Mikhailo Modric. Modric has put down a statement on his IG platform, and he said, I've lost, he said, over the few years, I have lost 5 family members in the fight since the invasion of Ukraine. Now, the only thing that makes me happy has been taken away from me. What do I have left? I really find it very difficult to be in the situation. I've said that I am innocent and still stand by it. I urge everyone to become the truth must surely come out one day. And I thank you all for the messages. So this is what Mikhailo Modric has to put up on his IG page. What do you guys make of it? What do you guys make of it? It's player is getting hurt very badly, because that's all he knows, play football. Ukraine war, he's lost 5 family members. He loved playing football. Football has been taken away from him. He's being banned by the English FA.
Yeah, and the thing is,
what's next?
Football would have been his release. It would have been his way to forget about the war back home as well. When he's training, when he's playing games and stuff like that, you're not thinking about that stuff. You're just thinking about doing the thing that you love. So it's the one time a day, basically, where you're not really thinking about what's going on back home and what's happening with your family and stuff. And it's really sad that he's lost family members and now he's got this ban and he's clearly hurting from it, right? The thing that I want to say on a side note, because I saw people responding to this saying, oh, he's not the only one that's lost people in the war. So what? So what if he's not the only one, yeah? It's sad no matter who they are, yeah? It shouldn't be a case of, oh, he's not the only one. It still impacts him. It impacts him the same as it impacts anyone else. And then the one thing he loves doing, he's been banned from doing, whether he's innocent or not. I mean, arguably he could be innocent because it could be from food within the national team. It could be medicine from national team. Those are things that we've spoken about when this whole thing started, right? So he could literally be innocent in the fact that he had no knowledge of what was happening and how it got into his system, right? And then as a result of that, he's being punished for it. So it is sad that all those things have happened, and he's clearly very upset, angry, I guess, and probably distraught as well because, like I say, like the one thing he loves doing, the one thing that take his mind off it, he can't do because he's banned now. He can't go to Cobham and train with his teammates. He won't be able to go to the national team and train with the national team. He won't be able to do any of that until whatever's going on gets cleared up and gets a definitive answer.
All right. Did you want to add anything to it? Oh, Tyler.
Nothing to add for me.
All right. So that's what I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's very, very unlucky kid. Modric would have been much more better for us to have him in the team now. And I feel like the team has missed him a lot. His absence. We know the final delivery is not there, but still he causes a lot of trouble for right backs and defenders. So him being the team now would have been much better. It would have helped the team one way or the other. So guys,
need the last quick thing before you go, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I want to quickly add is we were actually just starting to see a bit of progress from him this season as well in terms of his development. And then obviously this news came out. So just as we're starting to get a bit of development from him, bit of improvement from him, he's now got banned.
Yeah, I just want to add my 2 cents to it, Neil. Listen, I really do feel for him, and everything Stephen has basically said, I agree with 100%, mate. He's more or less had something taken away from him that he loves so much. He's had a torrid time with losing loved ones within the war. Okay, and you had the fan base, some of the fan base that were getting on this kid's getting on his back because he wasn't performing to what we saw him doing for Dortmund, not Dortmund, sorry, for Shakhtar Donetsk, and because he's not done that same thing here at Chelsea, they're all getting on his back, and I really feel for him, and I think he when he does come back, I really hope that's going to be very soon, and I really hope he can go prove to the world and prove to everyone that he's not some player that he's just done it for a short time. He's a player that's here for the long term and can keep up the performance for many years to come. He's at the right age still. He's young, okay, and I think he can do that. And like Stephen said, we were actually seeing some of that before this whole thing happened. Now that's been taken away from him. It's like it's going to be happening all over again for him. And I just really hope fans stick with him, are patient with him, and give him another chance, because at the moment I think the fan base not helping either, getting on this kid's back, has not helped his situation either. And I think that for me is something he's going to want when he comes back. He's going to want all the fans to get behind him. I'm sure the club are going to get behind him, his teammates and everyone. I just really hope the fans can rally on and do the same thing, mate. Don't give him a tough time. Things go wrong for him. He makes a mistake. Don't get onto him straight away. It happens. It will happen. He's going to be rusty when he comes back. But I just hope the fans can be patient with him when he does come back. That's all I hope.
All right.
Can I say one last thing before we go?
Yeah, go for it. You got a microphone, right? I don't have it. You got it?
No, because I've just seen this pop up, right? So Arsenal are playing PSV, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're saying about how like we're talking about Arsenal fans and going about Chelsea players and that. Yeah, there's an Arsenal fan. He's got like a big account on like I think it's X and TikTok. He's got like a big account. He's a bit of a idiot, I'd say. Yeah, and look, I don't care. Like he's not gonna see this. Yeah, but I'm not naming him anyway. And look, I'm gonna tell you what he tweeted, and if you want, you can find it, and you'll find out who he is. But he said ahead of tonight's game against PSV, yeah, away in the Netherlands, they tweeted out, "I'd take a 0-0 back to the Emirates." To be honest, mate, you want to be a big club, yeah? You don't go to PSV going, "Oh, I'll take a 0-0 back home for the second leg." Like, I'll take a 0-0 back to the Emirates so we can win there. Like, no, you go there, you batter them. That's what you want. You want to go there and batter them, not this, "Oh, I'd take a 0-0 back to the Emirates for the second leg." No.
I think it makes
You
it
want to
something
be a
here.
big club. You want to be fighting for Champions League, yeah? That's
Nah,
not the
Steve.
mentality.
Now, Steve, they go down there for me, bruv. For me, and the mentality things, they go there and they get battered.
Oh,
and
please.
I want Perisic to go and get some goals for
Former Spurs as well.
yeah, a former Spurs player, bruv. Can you imagine that?
I
That
think
look
you're
even
missing
worse
something
for
here,
them.
guys. You guys are missing something. You're missing the
Sorry.
bigger picture. The guy know where their fate lies. They know that they're a big team, local champions. They're not international champions. So going to Europe to play whoever Copenhagen or whatever they're going to play, not
No,
Copenhagen.
they're playing PSV. Chelsea have got
PSV.
Copenhagen.
Yeah, they're playing PSV. They know that internationally, or would I say European competitions, they don't do well over there. So why wouldn't you think of going there and get a draw? They're not like Chelsea. They're not
Hey,
a big team like
respectfully,
you think.
yeah. As
They're not
low
a
as
big team in
PSV
Europe.
is done, it is literally PSV. You should not be thinking, "I'll take a 0-0 draw."
They're not a big team in Europe. They're a big team in England.
They're
Chelsea's
big-
a
Correct me
big
if I'm
team
wrong,
in
though.
Europe.
Didn't PSV give him a tough time last season as well?
Yeah.
Did they
Was
have
it
him last
PSV?
season
Did
as
they
well?
play PSV last year?
I think they played him last season as well, bro. And I think they really. I think they
Man,
put.
I've got to
did
look
they-
this up now because
Did
this
they not?
is
Did
just
they not put them
intriguing me.
out? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not put Arsenal out?
I'm checking now. Give me 2
I
seconds.
can't remember.
I think
Head to head. They played in the group stages.
The group stages. Okay. All right.
Arsenal
I got
won
it.
4-0 and then they drew 1-1.
Oh, okay. All right.
They played
they
them the year before in the Europa League, and that's where
Oh,
they
the
knocked
Europa
them
League.
out. That
That's
that
the
was
Europa
group stage
League.
as well. That was group stage
Group
as well.
stage, is it?
Arsenal
Yeah.
won the first game of that, and then a week later lost the second game 2-0.
That's the one. That's the one, bro. Sorry. I thought it was something like that.
But they want to fight for Champions League. You can't even get past PSV, mate.
So yeah, I understand the mentality. They're not a big club in Europe. They're a big club in England, but not in Europe. So I understand that mentality. Let's say go a draw. You're going away. Make sure you don't lose it. Pick up a vital point if you can get. Your least should be a draw. Bring a game back to the Emirates and finish. PSV. PSV are not PSG. And even PSV, to what I know in the past, they're a bigger team than PSG. PSG is way better than bigger than PSG in footballing sense. The kind of players that they have raised or they have nurtured in the past to now, PSV is a bigger football club than PSG. So that's
Speaking of
Speaking
PSG, since you've mentioned them, Lee, did you see the news that went out today about Isak? They're willing to offer Moani, Gonzalo Ramos, and also Asensio.
No. That's not true, DJ.
No,
Moani,
it was no. I'm saying what it said on Twitter. I'm going by what I was reading today on the thing on X.
Colomwani is not there anymore.
No, but he's on. Don't forget, he's only on loan, bro. He's not signed for Juventus permanently. I'm talking about the summer.
Oh,
I'm talking about the summer.
Are you sure he's down on loan?
He's on loan, bruv. He's only on loan
Oh.
there. It's not a perm position. It's not a perm deal there at Juventus. They can't afford him anyway. So what I'll say is apparently we need to offer all them free players to get Isak over the line in the summer. I don't know how true that's going to be. And Isak apparently has come out and says that he wants to play for a club. If he doesn't do it here, he's done so well at Newcastle. He's already given that already. Okay, that he's given it the lowdown of I've done so well at Newcastle, but I want to go and play in a club that's got a history in the European competition in the Champions League. So we all know He's already put himself out there already. So it's going to either be Liverpool or PSG maybe getting him in the summer.
Okay. What do you think, Steven? Is that a loose or is that a better deal? All right, see you guys later, everyone. Thanks for today's show. Thank you, Riley. Thank you for coming on as usual. Leo is waste of time. Yeah, I agree. I heard someone saying it. Rafael Leao. I know DJ said he's going through a rough patch at this moment. Some of these players are not good enough. Rafael Leao, he's not good enough, bro. He's not good enough.
Let's be real here, bro. The fan base wanted Rafael Leao last summer, bro. Come on, what are we doing?
I wanted
all of
him
a sudden
too.
he's all of a sudden he's had a bad season now. He's come crap.
No, wait.
Come on, what are we doing?
TJ,
here?
some players can have bad season, but you can also tell that they're trying. Some players are just wasteful and work rate is very low all the time. And Rafael Leao is one of them. He will not die for a team. It's all about what Rafael Leao can do on the pitch when he has a chance. He will not run. He will not go through brick walls. He doesn't do those things.
To him, bro. To be fair to him, he wanted out of Milan last season, bro. But he stayed there. He stayed there, because he didn't want to be. What do you call it? But he wanted to go last season.
But no one wants him.
Well, he did. There were a lot of clubs wanting him, but no one was going to pay the money that they were asking for. Which I don't. And this time round, my understanding is, I'm not saying we're going to get him. To anyone coming at me, but what I will say is his price.
Don't say it because I'm going to fight with you right now. I don't want
his price value is going to drop in the summer. So he could be worth one to look for. And look, he fits. Also, we're looking for the experienced player, bro. He's 26 years old, so he more or less fits that experience that we could be needing in a team for next season. And let's be real here. He sounded out Reece James as being one of his toughest opponents he's played against. So that's already something.
Leao was crap before last summer. He said he was crap before last summer. Then he went ahead and had enough sample size to see that before summer 2024. So you know what, he had to stand on that. Leao. Look, I wanted him too before in the summer when we were being linked and all that stuff. But watching him, and then I watched a couple games, Serie A games, and he's like a dog shit, man, on the pitch. All right.
Dog shit, man. Come on, what are we doing here? Come on, man. He's not dog shit. Come on.
Negative Chelsea needs. It says, oh, what? Is it what? Negative? Is it negative? Is it negative? Chelsea need people.
I think it's negative. Yeah.
Negative? That's what you mean?
Yes, negative. I think it's negative. It is negative.
Negative. Is it negative?
It's spelled wrong. It's actually it's negative, but he spelled it correct. It's fine. I know what you mean. It's negative.
Oh, so there's a full stop there. So he's trying to be negative. So he said negative.
No.
Chelsea need people who score goals.
Yeah, we do.
Leao's irrelevant. Rafael Leao is not one of them. He doesn't score goals. Once in a while, he's just like Real Felix. Is this trademark or something that Portuguese players are growing up with? They are very inconsistent.
Bruno
Fernandes.
I wouldn't say they're inconsistent, mate. I mean, let's not be real. Some of those players, I don't think Leao was one of them, but I mean, Bruno Fernandes was part of the team that won the Euro, for Portugal, and he was in that setup then. So it's not like they are. It's not like they are crap. It's one of those. It can happen to anybody, bro. I mean, look at. I'll give an example if you want a prime example of one. I mean, what's his name's career completely went downhill after he left Real Madrid, and that was Asensio.
He's not Portuguese.
Yeah, he's not. No, I'm talking about. We're talking about players that can happen to any player. I mean, and what is he? 5 times Champions League winner.
Yeah, Asensio, you can't. Asensio, DJ, he's done it all.
Yeah, but look at James. That's the bigger one.
Huh?
James Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is the bigger one, yeah. But Asensio has done it all. He's won multiple Premier League with the La Liga Giants, and he's won it Champions League multiple times, at least 3 times.
No,
what else does he need to win?
No. What I'm saying to you is, bro. I mean, why did? I mean, you asked the question then. Why did PSG sign him then? Because they wanted him to come with that kind of what he's been, being that kind of winner, and bring it to PSG, which he's not done. So it happens to people. He's listen. I rate Asensio anyway. I think he's a quality player. I just think he's just dropped. His standards dropped at PSG. He's now against us. He done well against us when Villa played us. Okay,
DJ,
you know, because he was on.
there's so
But
many
it
reasons
happens,
why
bruv.
it went wrong for him at PSG, DJ. There's so many reasons. The way PSG was doing their signings was not right. They were prioritized big name signing. The likes of Asensio, Sergio Ramos, brought in Messi. They brought in Neymar. They brought in too many top names. It's like Galacticos. They're trying to replicate what Real Madrid have done in the past. But you guys are not there yet. You haven't even win a single Champions League for you to be making big name signing. Yeah, so that was when they were wrong. You don't need big name signing. You got to balance the team because all these big name signings are above their pick. And they're not going to fight for all 50-50 balls. Everybody wants to be a boss on the pitch. It's just like having two captains in one ship. Who is going to be the leading captain? Everybody believes he's the captain, so they'll be leading the boat or the ship to the wrong way. Because who are they going to listen to? The same thing. You got Neymar, who is not going to drop deep and defend. You have Messi. At the same time, you have Kylian Mbappe on the pitch. Both three players are not going to help you defensively. So in the game that you're playing 3 men down. If you have 10 and 12 men on the pitch, you're going to end up having how many? 9? Yeah, you're going to have 9 players because you got 3 players that are not defending. Neymar is one of them. Messi, one of them. Kylian Mbappe, another one. You get what I'm saying? So it was.
No, I get your point, bro.
Wrong way. That's why I didn't have to pass you.
I mean, my point. The only point I'm making across, and I think this is a point we're making across. Any player that is excellent player can have situations where things can go wrong for them.
That is true. That's
all I'm basically saying.
That is true.
I know we talked about João Felix at the very start of this program, right? When I came on, and I know you guys kicked it off with João Felix, and I know how you guys feel about the player. But at the end of the day, everyone knows he's a luxury player. There is a player in him, but unfortunately, the way his career has gone, it's gone in complete ruins for the kid because it ruined when the day he went to Atletico Madrid was a day João Felix's season just went into crap. Yeah, he was just not the player he was. He stopped everything about him, what he was, that made him that player that he is today. You saw him at Benfica. You take that same João Felix, Benfica, João Felix to Real Atletico Madrid, and they're playing a completely different style of football to what he's used to, and it's affected him in a big time way. So that's why I keep saying, it can happen to players, and it doesn't mean they're crap. It doesn't mean they're not going to get it back. It's just unfortunately sometimes it can happen to players where it doesn't always come back. Or it might just take a bit longer. And the reason why I keep saying João Felix has got it more him is because he's got age on his time. He's still, 25 years old. So he's still got age on his side to improve and still become a good player. The same with Rafael Leao. He's still got age on his side to become a good player. When Mbappe was playing, let's be real here. Mbappe went to Real Madrid. His season didn't exactly start off brilliantly for him. But in fact, if anything, I'm hearing the Real Madrid say, get him out of my football club because they were getting fed up with him. Right? Because he didn't kick it off at Real Madrid. But we all know for who he is, the profile that he is, the player that he is, we always knew he was always going to get that back. And now you're starting to see the Mbappe of PSG days. Back there, or say in the Monaco days, I should put it as, right? Okay. Of scoring them goals and being a player that he is. It happens to all these players, bro. It's just unfortunately, as fans, when we're watching in from the wherever, we're there to always make the critical point on them. And that's our job to be as fans to do that. But sometimes you've also got to look at it and say to yourself, can they looking at the player's profile, can they improve? Yes, they can. With the right club, the right manager, the right surroundings, they can. That's all I'm saying, bro.
All right. Oh, I understand what you're saying, DJ. I understand what you're saying. Thank you guys for all the comments that are coming in. We're gonna wrap it up here soon. Leighton CFC said, tell DJ that our set piece coach is working hard with the players to score more set pieces goals. The set piece coach is elite according to his sources. My whole dog said, buy more big name dribblers, dribbling and passing sideways and back to nowhere, all going nowhere. Stamford Bridge, the bridge to now nowhere for fun. The bridge nowhere for fun. So the bridge to elsewhere for young players, according to Hot Dog. That's very funny. All right, so guys, like I always say, Lil Desperados, guys.
Hang on to hope.
I'm going to hope.
Oh, Steven, you're there?
I just came back, yeah.
All right. So if you're not DJ, DJ, I forgot to even say DJ. Is there anything you want to add to it before we call it today?
No, bruv. No. You guys have done your thing. No, just one thing. Did you know? You guys knew we signed an Arsenal.
We're going back to Arsenal players again. I had that.
What Arsenal player? No, he's not a player, mate. He was. What do you call it?
The one that I sent to you the other day that was right
the
like
goalkeeping
6
coach.
years ago, 7 years ago, whatever.
Yeah,
goalkeeping coach. Yeah.
That's all. That's what it was. That's it. That's it.
All right. Lil Desperados, I always say hang on to hope. Guys, we'll be back again same time tomorrow. Leave, eat everything simply. God bless.
Peace,
See you guys
everyone.
sometime tomorrow. Bye for
Smash the like and subscribe.
Smash the like and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye-bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, you are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life,